Try what?
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here. We're going to be looking at another indie project, one we've had on here before. Pretty good looking one, actually. The art's really nice. It pops. It's cool. We're going to take a look at it here in a moment. But hopefully, you all had yourselves a really good weekend. I know I'm sitting here with an absolutely gorgeous sunny day, nice hot cup of coffee, which I can't drink yet.
Oh,
But that's okay. I got a bunch of workmen running around my house doing some installation or something for my wife or whatever. So,
sounds like 90% of a perfect morning. Even if the coffee.
90%, I guess, but that's okay. The Japanese workmen are very polite and efficient, so it should be fine. I'm not sure
And hopefully
exactly
they
what
don't
they're
speak
doing in my
English.
house, but they're pulling wires through the wall, Armoron.
And pulling cotton.
What?
They're walls.
Walls.
Better
Yeah.
pray they don't speak English.
No, they probably do. Yeah, no or not. Yeah. Anyway,
How do you say asbestos in Japanese?
yeah, that's true. They can feel my energy, I'm sure. But nevertheless, they're in another room. I'm in here, so hopefully they'll be done sometime in the next so many hours. But I'm not going to concern myself with it. I signed a release form, so that will work out, I am sure. Nevertheless, we're not here for that. We're here to talk about the Lost Pages 3 Crimstone, which is, it sounds cool, but boy, my tongue doesn't like it, Phil.
Well, some of us have different palates than others.
That's fair. That is fair. And I'm well known for being horrible with linguistics.
Yeah, right.
So
I heard you're a cunning linguist and a master debater, though.
that is true. Those are titles I do hold. Yes, sir. But nevertheless, Phil, welcome back. Nice to have you here. We're going to take a look at your page. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and share it right now, and we'll give a kind of introduction to the viewers. But before I do that, I'm going to go over hit the like and share button. Hopefully, you guys will do the same. Let people know we got it going on today, and they come over here and join us and support Phil and his project. Whilst I'm doing this, why don't you tell us, Phil, how many people you got working on the project with you?
Quite a few. So I'm the writer.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know Zade Comics, we did Magic Hop, The Lost Pages. We just did a pinup book called CV Vacation, which is pretty fun. So I wrote all the Lost Pages, and then we have a new artist that we're working with, Ricardo Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the Crimstone part of the story, and then Dan Dahl is doing the pencils and inks on the prologue, which is takes place right where you left off with the second book, with the Silhouette and a character called Matt Black fighting each other. So freaking awesome working with all these guys. It's really cool to be around here because, I mean, look at how many amazing artists we have here. There's just so many awesome artists that want to create cool stuff, and I think it's very fertile in these parts.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. And we of course seen a bunch of Z comic projects here. You guys come on and share stuff with us, and it's really neat. Glad to see you guys keep pushing at it, which is what you need to do. So I shared it up here so you can follow along as I'm looking at it. But let me just bring up the page here. So we got the Lost Pages 3 Crimstone by Zade Comics. Jazz is taken by the monster Wastoid, and Crim must fight the demons in her head to save them both. Uh-oh. We got a Professor Xavier fight. Nice. Very nice. I'm coming down, I'm looking at it. Ooh, the page looks slicker. You got slicker, sir. Yeah.
Upgraded. That.
Yeah.
Iron
Actually,
sharpens
that's like Onslaught versus the Hulk.
That's not what it is, JD. Stop. Okay.
I mean,
it's
Onslaught.
not. And you guys are making money, dude. Rock on, man.
Thank you.
That is awesome to see. Is this your biggest start yet?
I think right now it's the biggest start. Even bigger than the last one, which was that pinup book. So, yeah, this where we are. I think we're just about 2 weeks in, and just about to hit 20K, which is amazing.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
that's awesome, dude. It looks much better in Japanese though. I'll go up there 2.6 million. Yeah, it's great.
There you go.
But I love this. This page is way slicker, dude. You guys are you're learning, and that's what's important.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's nice. Oh, nice.
Not
Some of
just
these,
slicker,
some
bustier.
covers. Oh, that's scary. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the psychological battle that's going on with Krim.
So, Krim is the imaginary friend of that chick right there, Jasmine. Jasmine
Hmm.
Stone. She goes by Jazz for short. And as we saw, if you guys read the first book, you saw them when they were young, and he was just like this goofy little imaginary friend that she kind of, her mind created to cope with things because she didn't have any friends. Fast forward, 25 years, she had forgotten him for a while, and while he was gone, he was inside of her head battling all of her inner demons, all these monsters, self-doubt, and all this stuff.
Right.
And tragedy struck. He came back in a big bad way. Now he's this powerhouse, and when he's around, she gets super strength and vulnerability. So we're a couple of years into her being a kind of crime fighter around the city. She gets kidnapped and sedated, and he's pushed back into her mind. So he has to, fight even wickeder monsters, if that's a word, in her mind, trying to escape while she has to deal with the real life situations, real life monsters, her being kidnapped and locked up and basically experimented on. And that's the story of them trying to get back to each other. And, all the while there's some kidnappings of, kids are being kidnapped in the city, and they got to solve that as well. So.
Sweet. Well, I mean, it is interesting character. The way you've done it, where she's actually gaining power from this imaginary thing, which I'm assuming you're showing as a reflection of latent psychic ability or something like that.
We'll see, and we'll see also kind of her abilities evolve as well in here.
Oh,
So
nice.
because she's the only one that could see him, in the previous book we explored that other children could see him as well because they have that imaginary friend kind of they're used to that,
Wonder.
and so no one else, the reader can see him, of course, but that new villain, Wasteoid, who's that big, toxic waste-esque monster, he's different. He's more of an imaginary, well, we call him an imaginary fiend,
Mhm.
and everybody could see him. He could affect reality and terrorize people.
Oh, that's
So,
cool. Yeah, no, I like it. The idea of psionics being expressed in that way. I know it's not similar, but my son liked this thing called, huh? Is it JoJo? Maybe it's JoJo. But
That's
they
JoJo.
have psychic abilities, and they're displayed as these things called stands. These things that come into the world via their
Definitely
psychic.
JoJo.
Yeah, and they fight each other. It's not like
oh,
it's different from this, but somewhat similar. But it was a cool idea. I think it's a cool idea.
thank you.
But anyway, let me look at this. Let me look at this trailer. Am I gonna like it?
Oh, I hope so.
Okay. Well,
Certainly hope
there we
so.
go. It's short. That's good. Okay.
I remember childhood
We got crime,
without any friends.
getting
Just
slapped
me,
around for being
my
a
imagination.
tagger, as you deserve.
So I made up my own friends.
Oh, that's nice though. The art's good.
Imaginary friend looks like Pit.
I
A
don't
little
know
bit,
what I'd do
yeah.
without
It's
him.
cool, dude. It's really well done, dude.
Or the Hulk.
He's all tagged up because she's
But there's
a
some
criminal.
things we should keep locked away. Not the
Ooh,
imaginary
scary
friends,
dude.
but the
Oh,
imaginary fiends.
bloody eyeballs.
Krim, where are you?
She is buff. Like as soon
Yeah.
as she becomes buff when he's around.
So that was explored in the first book. Like, so she was in this really deep depression, and then she was more like a chubby kid, that people would pick on her and shit. As she grew up, she got into depression, and then she started working out. She went to like kickboxing and stuff. So actually, in this story, we'll see her fight in some underground cage matches. So she's kind of into that scene.
Yeah, no, I get it. She's a criminal. I understand. Sweet.
Some would
So,
say.
well, tagging graffiti is not good, kids.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Cute.
Killjoy.
No, it's ridiculous. For we property owners, we don't appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, we got to get them started though, Phil. These guys are just kind of lollygagging here. We got to get them going on. So what you got to do is give them a countdown, and then it has to be exuberant and energetic because these are a kind of sorry lot. They don't have coffee like I do.
Mm.
So
You
you
have to
you
do that
need to
so bad.
you need to inspire.
Oil.
Yes. Go ahead, Phil.
Are you ready?
Born.
Yes. Bane will count you down.
Oh, nice. Okay.
5, 4, 3, the darkness.
Mhm.
2, 1. Blast off, Batman.
Oh, that was nice. There we go. Thank you. We got a kazoo on top of that. All right, you guys know they got 2 hours. They can do anything they want. We have no restrictions over here. Well, unlike other places, this is a PG-13 plus plus plus. And I think this show certainly can handle it. I expect a lot from Amy. Yep, I do. But anyway, it's cool looking character. Actually, it's quite bright. It's you can see the expression of her character in this imaginary thing. It's neat, and that's why it's catching. It's interesting to me that it's making that kind of money over on Indiegogo. That's nice, because I kind of feel like if you dropped it on Kickstarter, it would have made more even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we might do that. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where the winds take us.
Sure. Yeah, certainly. It just seems that we've been doing this for years now. Kickstarter seems to be the better bet. I understand they're a bunch of tools, but they all are really. Anyway,
Tell me
looks
about it.
good. Let's get this started. Let me take a look at the art. What was that, Armoron?
That was JD.
It was me.
Oh God, you
I was
Sir.
about to say, I guess it all depends on which tool you use for the job.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, Indiegogo used to be the anti-Kickstarter because they weren't being Nazis about it.
But they are
Right.
now. Thank you for getting my
But now
channel
they-
demonetized, by the way. Of course, I'm not monetized,
That was
so it shouldn't matter.
That was
but it
actually a
does
good
somehow.
joke.
Yeah.
That was actually a good joke. That should have
Yes.
gotten a chuckle out
Yeah.
of you.
Well, it did. My inner self chuckled. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel much
Um,
better now.
Yeah. The problem with these SNS, like the YouTube, they have no sense of humor. Like zero.
That's true.
Yeah. My son is back. Well, he's actually up with his girlfriend right now, but he's going to be with us for like a month before he goes into training up in Tokyo for his new job. He was sitting here and he was watching Ricky Gervais, YouTube videos. And Ricky's hilarious. Fair enough. Ricky was cracking on Madonna, and she came out and tried to punch back by insulting him and stuff. Madonna has zero sense of humor, literally zero. It just made me laugh so hard because he didn't. You don't punch back against a comedian. They are professionals, right?
All that whoring and not one funny bone.
Right, exactly, right? I know. But he didn't say a word. He defeated her instantly simply by running behind her off stage. It was hilarious, frantically. Oh
He didn't
no,
slap him,
Madonna's
did he?
attacking me. It was funny. Anyway, I know it's unrelated. We got Mr. Motion here. How you doing, dude?
Doing good, doing good. How about you?
I'm really great. I'm kind of looking forward to yours today. I mean, everybody here is amazing. We get some really killer art every week. But you use that black paper or digital paper, whatever, however you do it. And
That's paper, yeah.
and you put the light on top of it. But now, because this character is very neon, he's very graffiti-esque, right? Which makes sense
Oh,
for the
yeah.
character. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what you're gonna do, dude.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
can't wait.
I want it to pop. I want it neon in my face. Infamous 2, was it 2 or 3? I think it was 2. The
Yeah, I
one
know
that
Infamous.
Yeah, the one that had the graffiti kid in it. It was really
Mm.
colorful. Yeah, that's what I want from you, dude. That's what's in my head. Phil's gonna love it. Look how excited he is already. Look at him.
He's
Yeah,
thrilled.
he is thrilled.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you should be excited, sir. Sweet. All right, let me go ahead and turn all these artists on and start taking a look what they're doing. Now, keep in mind, Phil, that Mr. Mosen won't show. We won't see his until the end, but it kind of works in his favor
Surprise.
because every time we see it, we're like, whoa.
The suspense.
Yeah, but it always is
I
quite
doubt it.
shocking. But we got some killer artists on here. We got Andrew, Amy, Amaron. Of course, let me get rid of mine. Oh well, I'll leave it up. We got JD in here, and I'm sure there will be boobs in Iron Man, Phil. So you should be happy. We got Keenma, who she's just a cheater. We got One Dune Rabbit, of course. We got Alan from the Howl Comics. Where's Melissa? She's not displaying. Hello, Melissa.
Did I not? Oh gosh, I bet I didn't. Oh, Raz, I didn't stream. I apologize.
Well, all the trouble. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, because I like watching yours because Melissa is going to do animation in 2 hours, Phil. It's pretty impressive.
What? That's
No shit, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, I said a bad word. Has it been 15 minutes? It's been 17. So I'm good. John Dillard is in the chat. He says he's a great character, but he ain't no Chrome Dog. Well, come in here and talk about it then, John. What are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while, dude. Mr. Fantastic Artist. You think that'll work, Jeff? You think that'll work?
No.
Nah. You forgot to put
he'll make
lipstick
fun
on.
of you,
Oh,
and
that's
he'll
right.
leave.
That's right. I forgot my lipstick, Phil. But
I'm betting
nevertheless-
JD
Rose-
could get him to go. I'm betting JD could get him to come in.
Oh, okay. Pucker
Doubt
up,
it.
JD. Get ready. So, Phil, would you like to share some stuff on your side a little bit while we let these guys get their foundations in?
Sure. Yeah. So I wanted to. This is the fan art winner of the previous book. And
Oh,
that's,
Oh, look
Keenma.
at that. Keenma.
Look at that.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Keenma.
That is badass. Look at that. Oh,
Mhm.
Keenma. And Keenma you know what, Phil? Keenma sits there and tells me she's a horrible, horrible colorist.
No, this is what I mean. Those colors is what made it win. I think they just pop off the page. Beautiful colors.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. My point is Keenma's a liar. Don't trust her.
Oh, no.
I love that
Wow.
picture in the back, dude.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Which one?
The one behind you with your with Crim.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's from years ago when we did the first campaign, and I loved it so much I had to make it into a poster. Yeah, it was super cool. Matt Dalton is an amazing artist. He did that. He's actually doing another pinup for us for this book. So,
Oh, that's neat.
super cool. And then, if you guys have never read any of the Lost Pages books, we're doing something brand new. It's a collected edition at manga. Is that how you say it? Manga size.
Yeah, manga.
Manga size. So this is a proof copy of it. We're calling it the Tome. So it's the Lost Pages 1, 2, and the supplemental stuff that we had in a book called The Myths of the Lost Pages. And it is covered by Howl Comics.
Oh,
There we
Alan.
go.
Hey, Alan. Here you go. It's a great cover,
Way to
Alan.
go, Alan.
Mhm.
And then it's all in grayscale. So, if you guys...
Which is very
You-
manga-esque. Yeah.
Right. So if you guys have, maybe you carry purses, you could read it on the subway,
Hey.
if you guys
That
live
is
in,
actually pretty cool. I think I could probably use a copy of that.
Yeah, definitely. And this is it's at a better price point too. So this is at $20 for 212 pages. So you grab this, and there's like a catch-up tier on there as well. And then you grab this, and then grab the third book. So yeah, that's what we got going on, Chester.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome. Alan, that cover? Were you inspired by Villains and Vigilantes, sir?
Me and Phil work really well together. I usually just take direction from him, and I'll give him my own little flair.
Hey, we got
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Dillard on here, and he's looking sexy. Look at you, boy. Oh,
What's going on,
good
Chester?
looking. I'm doing well.
Oh,
dude.
damn time he shows up.
Yeah.
I need to put some sunglasses on.
Alright.
Who said that? Who fucking said that to me?
That was Keenma.
Who the hell do you think said it?
Yeah, you are looking good, dude. I like the look, man.
Joking, man.
It's a thing, right? I work doing
the
art
Fidel
full
Castro.
time now.
Yeah.
I gotta put these glasses on, or else my eyes get all cross-eyed. Like, look at my eyes these days. What am I supposed to do?
It's fair. It is fair. It is fair. There you go. Let me bring it in. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. That is there. What'd you decide to put the beard on for? When did that happen, dude?
A while back. It's not an actual thing.
It's not. It's
Yeah,
glued
you're
on.
right.
It's glued on, everybody. Phil's joined you. He's got sunglasses too. I don't know how you see
Dude,
thing.
I grew the beard because I was gonna dust it white because I do a Christmas party every year and I was gonna be Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
But then I don't grow a very good beard, so this is about as full as it gets. So I was like, I just keep it.
Fair enough. But
You could put a
just
sentence over top.
so you know, John, there is an official book. You might not have been issued that Latinos are not allowed to be Santa. It's illegal.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it sucks for you. I know. I'm sorry.
Just one more thing, right?
Just another damn thing. Even though you guys probably celebrate it more heartily than anybody. You know.
We have a Santa, but he just gives out tamales.
Fair, dude. I'll take that. I'll take a tamale over goddamn figgy pudding any day. But I blame the British for that. It's definitely their fault. Rabbit, you must take sole responsibility for your entire country. Figgy pudding, bread. I mean, have you had some of the nasty ass shit the Brits call food? Have you tried
I
it?
don't even know what that is. What the hell is that you're on about? I've
It's
never heard of it
it's your
before.
culture, sir.
It's not something I've ever heard of.
You've never heard of figgy pudding.
Maybe, well, you have to realize it could be from like down south or up north. It doesn't necessarily mean
Your
it's from
country
here.
is the size of New Jersey. There is no north and
Don't-
south. I can walk
It
across
really
it
is.
in a day.
Try coming here and going there, and you'll see the difference. It's like saying Scotland's the same place.
Is it?
No,
What's different about it?
a lot. It's like Wales is very different. It's not that far, but it's very different.
This guy's just making up names now.
I know, right? I know.
I think they're regions, like in America, you know.
Well, you know what you do.
They know he's
JD.
just taking the piss.
Yeah, I know. I am. What you do is you just kind of mumble something out and then end it with shire. Just end it. You know, Bushinghamshire. And there you go. You'll find it on a map.
Yeah, because it's always fucking hilarious when someone tries to pronounce Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Like, oh, I'm going to put some Worcestershire sauce on my. It's Worcester sauce.
Yeah.
My God.
I know.
It's so funny.
On the damn W sauce.
It is though the best fish sauce ever, though. I mean, let's be honest.
But is it
Worcester
really
sauce
is
is
it
good,
really
man.
their fault? I mean, who decided to spell it that way? What a stupid ass word.
Yeah, well, we'll blame the Romans. They're dead now. So, but anyway, let me go ahead and here take a look, see how the art's going, Phil. And once again, thank you all for coming out. Definitely hit that like and share. We are doing a draw along.
And the Vikings.
You can find it out on the Lost Pages 3 Crimstone on Indiegogo. You can get yourself a reference. It's a really good character. It's kind of what I was talking about a week or two ago in regards to making a character that is very sellable, that is marketable, and this one certainly is. And we've seen some of the things the guys here has created as well. John popped in and his Buckler, which was created initially as comedic, but that is a badass character, John.
Yeah, your testicles are not safe around the buckler.
They are not.
That,
sir, they are.
well, actually, if against the canine, he's really, really weak against them.
Well, I mean, it's something that is recognizable instantly as interesting, right? This is kind of I have no idea how you do that. Don't ask me, but it is important. Now, Andrew here is I like what Andrew is doing already. It's still scratchy, but I like it, Andrew.
Yeah, still rough. Thank you. I'm getting there.
Yeah, he's he. It looks like you've turned Crim into a transgender, and that's very topical. So good job.
Is it? Is he not? Is he not? He's not one of them they thems.
I think
he's not.
I think he's a ZZ.
What?
Eric
Oh,
isn't.
He's imaginary.
Eric isn't here, so Chester has to find somebody to complain about Scritchy Scratchy.
And I will, Jeff. I'm quite capable and fat and quickly about it.
And fat.
Yeah.
Bet.
But of course, we know it's going to turn out awesome. We got
So
Armoron
that's-
here, and Armoron is going way super scritchy scratchy. What the hell is that? Holy cow! I don't know. It's lost. It's going to be awesome
Is
though.
it?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Armoron's doing a different style today. I always like it when he does that.
I think you're looking at. Is you looking at the second one? That's Amy. This scritchy one. No.
Oh, it is Amy. You're right. I made a mistake. You're correct. Thank you for correcting me, because she is super scritchy.
I get
scratchy.
Amy and Armoron mixed up all the time.
Yeah, it's true. Because I was looking, I was like, where are the boobs? Amy, why are you anti-boobs? You shouldn't be. You have them, correct?
I'm not anti really. I'm just drawing a little monster right now.
You don't
That's
have to
fair.
answer that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, she does. Stop undermining me. Okay. But of course, it's going to be absolutely radically.
Respect my authority.
I want to hear the story, Chester. I want to hear the story of who hurt you so bad with the graffiti.
Oh, the graffiti? No, no, seriously, dude. I don't own it anymore. I sold it a long time ago. But I had a property in Texas. I still have another property over there, but I had a property in Texas, and it was a strip mall, right? And it wasn't a very big one. It was a small one. But it was one of those L-shaped ones, and it had 6 different rentable spaces in it, right? A parking lot in the front.
I know what a strip mall is. Get on with the story.
All right, fine. sorry. But I kept having to put, because I'm managing it. Well, I'm not. I have a manager on site, but I'm dealing with it at distance, right? And I kept getting these bills in the, because I always review everything, right? And it was for cleaning supplies from some damn cleaning company. And I was like, what the hell is this? And so we keep getting tagged. So I have angst.
There you go.
Cumulatively,
I hear they have a cream
how
for
much
that.
has graffiti cost you, Chester?
How much? Is like I said, I sold that a while back, but probably was, I don't know, close to 10 grand.
Those motherfuckers.
That damn right, dude.
Yeah, dude, I had a similar experience. I just built, we had bought this house, and we said, the best thing to do is the house was like a turd. Let's just build a wall so that we can up the property value a bit and chuck the house, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Built this beautiful wall, 33 feet long. Nice little opening there for the gate to get in and out.
Mm-hmm.
The very next day, dude. Tag graffiti all over this wall, dude. You have any idea how hard it was? I spent like 4 weekends in a row busting my ass out there in the hot ass sun doing this wall all by myself. I had like a little helper one day, but it was like I was all proud of it. I was looking at it. I was like on the side looking down how level it was, like it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Some fucking asshole graffiti's all over. Oh God! If I would have caught him, I would have ripped his heart out of his fucking chest.
See, they don't understand the emotion. Well, seriously, John, they don't get it. They think they're just having fun and they're not doing anything damaging. But you're costing people money, and you're messing with people's pride as well, right?
Yeah, it's not only that, right? But like now, I can't have a nice cinder block wall. I have to have a painted wall because of that.
Right.
The chemicals to get rid of that stuff, it's not worth the upkeep, and you always see it afterwards,
That's true. That is true. It is painting. And I had something similar in the new property I have the school on. I had to do the same thing. It wasn't because of graffiti. It was because of some stuff that was there before, and I just couldn't get rid of it, so I just painted over it.
So what I'm hearing,
guys like this guy Phil Diaz over here that thinks it's a fucking big game,
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that Phil needs to put a trigger warning in the front of his book because he's triggering people about the graffiti.
You are Phil.
Look, she's painting over gang graffiti. All right.
I'll any day, any second, bring it on. Yeah. This is cool. I like what Melissa's doing. But once again, Phil, you are killing it, dude. 20 grand already, and you still got half the run to go, man. That is awesome, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been really, really cool last 4 years. This is the 6th campaign we've done. And I think from like reader feedback, Crim looks like one of our most popular characters. So the way we're doing this series is the first one introduced everybody to like the main players. It was almost anthology-like. I like to equate it more to like Sin City, where all the stories are intertwined and in the same universe. They'll eventually meet each other, these heroes. But you have like, different heroes from different almost comic genres. And this homeless guy we call the Hobo. I made up that name myself.
There you go.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He tells these stories from this big magical book that he has. And the second one focused on the silhouette, and then this one is focusing on Prim and Jazz. And then they'll go on until I think book 6 is when they're all going to meet each other and kind of like do like a big event thing, So I'm trying to introduce these characters and get readers invested in them,
Well, glad to hear you have a plan. So it's kind of like the Crypt Keeper, but less interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, more like
sweet.
Inner City Crypt Keeper.
Inner City, urbanite Crypt Keeper. Sweet. Yeah.
Tales from the Hood.
Tales from the Hood. Yes.
And then at the end, he gets shot in the head for no reason.
Exactly.
Oh no!
But then again,
I'm glad somebody picked that up.
There was a movie called Hobo with a Shotgun, and fair enough.
Oh, that was a great Grindhouse film.
Oh well, absolutely. It's Rutger Hauer. What do you want? I mean, come on.
Which movie are you talking about?
Hobo with a Shotgun.
Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Should have
awesome.
been a Ramones song too, but okay.
Dude, it should have been. You're right. That is true. I know Kima's killing it here. This is really neat what she's doing. She's scritchy scratch, but her scritchy scratching impresses me from the scritchy scratchy phase, though.
Oh well, sorry we can't all scritchy scratchy you into amusement, Chester.
Well, why you think you're here, Andrew?
Just for your amusement.
Damn right,
of course.
Sir. Damn right.
Draw, clown, draw.
It's supposed to be a big pile of ugly muscle. Kima draws all these guys super hot. It makes me question my sexuality.
Fair enough, dude.
I'm so sorry, Dillard.
Ah, shit. Alrighty. But of course, looking at this stuff, it all looks really good, and I can see where they're going with it. We got Rabbit here, and Rabbit is gone for the bad guy, the eyeball, icky slime monster thing. And that's neat. That's different for you, Rabbit.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Usually you got some anime chick.
Do I? Did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't draw an anime chick last week.
No, that's fair. I saw
Isn't he
it
the
one
guy that's
time.
always
Therefore
drawing
it's
anime
forever.
girl feet.
Actually, Rabbit's
I
really
think,
good.
Yeah, this is sick.
Yeah, it is.
What is
sick.
the name of this character? Dude, your trailer is kick ass. What is the name of this character though? I didn't like the name when I heard it. What is it?
Wastoid. Come on.
Wastoid.
It's like that
Yeah.
Chinese guy from Tremors. Like we call them graboids.
Yeah, right. But it was perfectly comical, though. But then again, this is coming from her imagination, right?
That's a dope ass looking
So
character. though.
this
Yeah, it is.
there's a little reveal of where Wastoid comes from, but he's an imaginary friend that everybody could see, and he likes biting the heads off of people
Well,
to
fair.
get power.
As
So
you do. As
yeah.
you do. But I just have in my head from your initial explanation this idea of this very powerful psychic who is affecting her own world in the worst way possible, right? And she's not even aware of it. I just love the idea of that. She is the hero and the villain at the same time.
yeah, it's gonna be there's so many things I don't want to spoil, but everything kind of wraps up into each other. Like the Hobo is a huge part of the overarching story of the Lost Pages, and just kind of setting up these players right now, and seeing where things are going to go with the big event and stuff. Wastoid was a really fun character to work on because actually it started with that name, just I've always wanted to use that name. I always thought it was cool. It's from my brother and I got it from the Ferris Bueller's Day Off movie, where the principal calls one of the groups of kids wastoids. I'm like, that's just such a weird name. And so I hooked up with artist Tommy Patterson. He did the original concept, and I'm like, I need just like the antithesis of Krim. Like, this guy needs to be a nightmare imaginary friend. I want where his teeth should be, I want eyeballs, and where his eyeballs should be, I want teeth. So, and it was just toxic waste. So this is
there
what
you go.
Came out.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Once
dude.
more, Ferris Bueller transforms the world.
It does. It is.
Exactly.
It is a integral part of the universe. But you know, I remember on a little cop project, you and your brother rented a Ferrari for merchandising purposes. Where are we going? Are we going to this level with this book?
No. I mean, that was a Viper. I mean, it's my brother's Viper.
Oh, it
but
was, okay,
you know,
okay.
Yeah, we're keeping that for Magic Cop, but we're hopefully going to be launching another Magic Cop book at the end of the year too. So.
Oh, sweet! There you go.
We're going back. We got to go back.
Now, Alan here has been inspired by World War II and a certain spinach-eating character.
Love this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. You know, why does Alan know me so well?
Well, I know Phil's doing a art contest, and I figure he's going to be looking at a lot of Crim, so I'm trying to give him something different.
Yep,
hell
that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair.
That's great, dude.
Yep.
Oh man.
You got to somewhere in the background. We have to have a very, very skinny version of the girl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
I don't have time. I'm doing one thing at a time. Yeah, the olive oil.
Fair enough. You gotta have the olive oil version. You gotta have it. That's fair. Awesome. So, John, you got to throw down a scratch for this. A little bit of a sketch, maybe.
I can't actually draw and live stream at the same time anymore. My computer's had it. I gotta get a new one. But I do have to take off because I have some coloring jobs I have to work on. But thank you so much for having me on, Chester. I wanted to come on and say hi. I miss you.
Aw.
Seems like you guys are doing great. Phil, congratulations on your book. Your character is a winner, obviously.
Thank you, brother.
And I think all of these artists are doing a great job. All of them equally inferior to my artwork. Fantastic.
John, who's giving you drugs, and what kind were they?
Because I want some.
John's been pacified.
Me too.
What happened?
Goodbye.
Bye, John. Nice to see you, dude.
John.
Goodbye.
And thus he is gone for another 6 months. Sweet.
Yeah,
nice.
he recently had a baby, didn't he?
Another one. Boy, he's a busy boy. He's just kind of just getting at it in every way, isn't he?
That'd do that now.
Is that his third?
No.
Sweet.
Well, maybe I'm thinking of something 2 years ago.
You might have been. He had a baby a couple
Maybe the
years
kid
ago.
I'm thinking about is like a 13-year-old now, and I'm like,
Cute little thing too. But you know, he didn't. The baby got nothing from John. It must be the mother, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's cool. John is doing his thing. He's getting his art out. Is doing the father family thing. It's awesome. It's great. And of course, he is a fantastic artist. I mean, it's just ridiculous, dude. Did you guys see that buckler? Did you get that buckler package?
Oh yeah. I got
My God, dude.
Good book.
Jesus. I mean, it's really top end. I hope. I think the buckler's very marketable as well. But I hope he just hits something out of the park here eventually, because it really comes down to just catching something, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I wish the same for all of you, except for Eric.
Well, he's not here, so you can't.
Oh, damn it! Remind me next time when he's here to say that again, please.
He just pops in and you just say, except for Eric, and then
Except
don't
for
tell him
Eric.
anything.
That's right. That's exactly the plan. Perfect. But Phil here is showing us some screens.
Yeah, check this out.
I'll take a look at these here for a minute.
Awesome. Yeah, so this is a double page spread from the book, giving you guys an exclusive shot here. All right.
Nice.
And Ricardo Jamie on art is killing it. He does all the stuff digital. And then actually we're using same colors that I've been using for 4 years. Eugene who started with us on Magic Hop is coloring
Nice.
this as well. So
I'm really impressed with Eugene.
yeah, he is killing it.
Now they are seeing what looks like they're seeing Crim. Are they actually seeing Crim, or is this her as Crim?
No, so they're seeing her, but this little girl sees Crim.
Oh, I
'cause
see. I see. So yeah, I
um,
get the concept. Yeah, no, it's very neat, dude. I like it. I like it.
super fun. But yeah, and this is gonna be a thick book too. So I recently, don't tell my brother, but I upped the book by 7 pages.
hmm
So it's gonna be.
No.
Don't you let him push you around.
It'll be like I think it's gonna be like 81 pages when it's done.
Oh, nice.
Of story. So
That's great.
What is
Yeah.
your brother's input on this particular book?
So we created these characters like 10 years ago. When I actually have. Do I have a copy of the old one? Yeah. So this is actually the first book we did. I'm holding it here. This is the silhouette, and so this was done in 2013. Wow. And all of the characters in the Lost Pages universe came from this silhouette idea, and so we created 4 characters. Prim was one from back then. Basically, everyone in the first book, like the main key players, were from back then. So I created them with Brannon, and he's done some short stories for us on in the supplemental book. Of course, he's the artist on Magic Cop. But for the Lost Pages, he kind of lets me run with the story because he's confident that we both have been working on this for so long that hopefully he has some confidence that I'm going to make a pretty cool story. So yeah, I just go wild with the Lost Pages stuff. Magic Cop, that's a total collaboration on our parts with that story. But he does all the spreadsheets. He tells me, hey, don't add 7 more pages because that's going to be another $1,500 that we have to spend. Yeah. And then so I don't tell him. So
Right, exactly. And just let him be surprised by $1,500. That's wonderful.
Right.
Little brothers.
Killing
Just
me,
tell
Larry.
them it's inflation.
Right? Just tell him it's inflation. That's fair enough. I understand, though. I am the older brother myself. So I get it. Oh, goodness. But luckily, I've been over here in the Asias and had not had to dealt with the family as much.
About your own.
I do. I made one.
There you go. And I'm sure
All
they're
on your own.
All by my little self.
Well,
Incredible.
Now where's the point where I'm supposed to do the Mrs. Doubtfire and say, not that little? Or was that the Birdcage? It's Robin Williams either way. Oh, no, it was Nathan Lane in the Birdcage. Yes. Which is an epically awesome movie. If you haven't seen that, go watch that shit, dude. That is awesome.
Birdcage is great.
The Birdcage is awesome.
Saw it at the cinemas.
Hmm?
Saw it at the cinemas.
Did you? Oh, yeah.
Actually,
maybe
go
I
see
did
it
too.
at the cinemas.
But it is such a wonderful movie. And it shows you can deal with that topic in a fun, great way, right? Without annoying and blaming everyone for being something or another. This is Silhouette here, and he is fighting against Jazz.
No, this is a different character. Her name is Matt Black. That's what she goes by, Madeline. And so she's kind of like our character that's kind of learning her footing, almost like I could equate her to like a Kitty Pryde who's trying to learn her powers. So in the previous book, it ended with the kind of like a cliffhanger with her confrontation with the Silhouette after he's been in this brutal battle. He's bleeding from his chest. And so they get into a scuffle, and at the beginning, the prologue, I'm calling it, of the Lost Pages 3, so it picks up right when you left off. Amazing art by Dan Dahl, who on Twitter, if you guys follow him, he goes by Booty Juice. It's an amazing artist.
I don't like the name. Really don't like the name.
Booty Juice?
No, Booty Juice is unacceptable name.
Well, I forgive him for it. Look at
All
this. This
right.
is awesome.
You're more forgiving than I am.
You're going to get the juice in these first 10 pages of the book, and that'll, kind of connect everything with the silhouette, and then it'll go right into Crimstone. So, one of the characters runs into the hobo, and then that transitions to the Crimstone story, which is going to be 70 pages.
It is great looking panels, dude.
Awesome layouts. So
yeah.
Well, couldn't be happy. It's great.
Well, one of the things we have been talking here for years and years. I mean, we've been doing this 6 years, right? Is the difference between great art, which we've seen many of, and sequential art. It is quite different. And this right here is telling a story, and therefore it's doing its job.
Yeah, it's just working with guys like Dan or Alan. It's just their layouts are just so good. Like for the second book, for the Lost Pages 2, not a lot of people know it, but Howell laid out the whole silhouette story for us just because I love his layout so much. And then we had Max and Dell go in there, and so that was a treat.
Some of the best layout I've seen from Alan was with that Atrocity, dude. Really well laid out, dude. Good sequentials, man. Really good sequentials.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, they
That's
really well. I know it is you. I know. I'm talking about you. You're here. I'm sorry. But I do like the art, but butt juice? No, maybe not. No butt juices.
If you say it one more time, you'll appear.
Oh, goodness gracious. Paulus Arts is here. Hey, what's up, dude? He says, funny thing is, my special needs uncle calls me Birdcage. I don't know why. Well, we could probably guess, Paulus. There I go, pissing everyone off against Jeff. Oh, you're supposed to monitor me. No, nothing from Jeff. All right, fine. All right, let me go here and take a look at the art.
Sorry,
again.
I had my finger on the wrong button.
Oh,
maybe we should go talk. Maybe we should go talk to the toilet and have the toilet straighten you out.
Well, maybe after butt juices, maybe that's the conversation I need to have with the right object. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, fair enough.
It would be the expert on that particular area of the body.
Phil, do you have talking toilets and air conditioners like I do?
No, I don't.
You should get on that.
All right.
Yeah. But of course, pretty much everyone in Japan is talking air conditioners now. So, it is what it is. The good thing, though, is they had a software update because my toilet is Wi-Fi connectable, just so you know. And we had an update, and now I have put it into, get this, English mode. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So now when I come in, it actually says welcome.
Fancy.
Yeah.
So you're gonna confuse the shit out of anyone that enters your house.
Which is
Literally.
that's a bonus.
Welcome.
Yeah. Welcome. No, it's more like welcome. Welcome. Yeah, it's like that. It's creepy as shit. It's awesome.
Ooh, I was wondering, is it a completely AI voice, or did they hire an actor to record the toilet lines and?
I think it's an actress's voice. I don't know the English one. It must be the same because it's a Japanese.
Oh, this is my big break. No, you talk to toilet now.
Yeah.
Somebody will hack it and will start sounding like Vincent Price.
Yeah, maybe. Dude, I should figure out how to do that. That would be great.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have downloads for famous actors.
Feel like
Frank Nelson.
Danny DeVille.
Well, I saw this thing. There's like a new toilet. I haven't upgraded to it, or at least I don't know. I might be being upgraded to it as we speak because Panasonic is running around my house. But anyway, new toilet. It actually does health checks when you sit on it.
Ooh, what?
Yes.
It stabs you in the ass.
Yeah, it checks your vitals and your blood pressure and all that kind of stuff.
Prostate
That's
If you eat too many sweets, you will die.
Yeah.
Did you say prostate exam?
Yeah. I think it's going to become like a sentient machine and kill people.
Well, here's you mentioned prostate exam. Do you guys in the West not use the chemical one now? Are they still finger poking over there?
No,
as
they're
I'm
they're
aware.
doing chemical now.
Yeah. Well, you remember that it was some years back. It was that high school boy who invented a chemical test for prostate and some other things. It's like, you go, dude. Literally a high school kid. That was awesome.
Well, that's no
And
fun.
everyone picks the old-fashioned way. There's an option box, and everyone always just picks the old-fashioned way.
Oh, yeah, sure. Fair enough. It always brings me back to Cannonball Run.
Oh no.
That was such great comedy, dude. It's so funny.
It was such a good movie.
Yeah, it was. But anyway, Andrew is killing it as usual. You're going with a little bit different look today, Andrew. I like it.
Yeah. I wanted to go with like a little bit of an animated style. So
It reminds me of like Jamie Hewlett, like Tank Girl.
Yeah.
So,
Fair enough.
I like it. I dig it.
That is cool. Amy over here is cutifying things that should not be cutified.
About it sounds like a imaginary friends.
I love
It is super cute.
Crimstone chibis.
It is Crimstone chibis. You got Jazz there being all little and cute. Aw. You know, you should get in the habit, Amy, of putting little cool jacked bears around.
Little teddy bears? Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, I am a bear, so you should put me in more of your stuff. Show me some love, Amy.
Okay. If I've got some time here, I'll throw her a little teddy bear. Maybe I can give her a teddy bear.
Aw, I get to be a teddy bear. That's nice.
Mhm.
I cannot stress enough how well. I mean, look at this film. Look what Amy's doing. It's perfectly recognizable as Crim, and it's ridiculously cute. It's really good job, Amy. Actually.
Oh, thank you. It's a fun design to be sure.
Well, it's very merchandisable. It's very readable. It's good, man. As it, that's cool. That's the trick, man.
I thought it was actually pretty cool. Somebody mentioned it earlier that he really does have a pit kind of design to him, like with the that noseless look, and like because Pit also has one of those immediately recognizable designs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, when we were designing the character, trying to give him a nose, I thought made him look too much like a goblin. Because he has the pointy ears and stuff like that. So I thought that because what I really wanted was big teeth, like The Mask.
Right.
Like Jim Carrey's The Mask. A huge fan of The Mask. He kind of has a similar wacky, psychotic way to him, like Looney Tunes-esque. Because he still has that very young mentality to him.
Out of curiosity, are you also because the other thing that it kind of reminded me of was the Max. Do you remember the Max?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like that, the kind of like the gritty street style of it. That's kind of what stuck out to me. Was it really reminded me of the Max?
Max's teeth are over the top, and it is quite different. But yeah, I get why you see that. Yeah.
Yeah. I love. It was kind of like a mishmash of. I'm a huge Lobo fan, so his attitude's very much like The Mask versus mixed with Lobo. The Max with like kind of like that otherworldly, imagination world. But it's like I don't think anybody knows what The Max was actually about. Like I couldn't tell you, but they had
actually
that other world.
that was actually pretty funny because I feel like I'm one of the few people who kind of got an insider because my animation teacher in college was one of the animators on The Max.
Oh, on the show.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I just got a little bit of insider information on that, but otherwise he was. It literally, there's actually really not that much to tell because that's what it was. Like even the creator of the show was just like, yeah, we weren't really sure whether the spikes on his hand were his middle fingers or he had extra spikes, so we just kept changing it back and forth.
Yeah.
Because it only went so far and it's really honestly what he told us was it's just face value. It's a show that is exactly what it looks like. It's like this really weird dream world of this crazy homeless man who is being taken care of by this lady, but the homeless man thinks he's a superhero. So it's I don't know. Yeah. It was interesting.
Sam Keith's so cool, the artist behind that.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then like Pitt, of course, I love Dale. Pitt is freaking amazing, and soon I don't know if you guys heard, but I'm going to be writing Pitt.
What?
Dale. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Damn.
yeah, so
That's cool, dude.
we're going to be
It's very
doing an omnibus soon, bringing back just so everybody gets caught up, and then I have the first whole story plotted out, and actually started writing it, so it's gonna be good.
Well, when that gets launched and stuff, come on back and we'll take a look at it with you, man. That's really cool. Good for you, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, no
Thank you so
kidding.
much.
I have to draw Pitt. Oh.
Oh, muffin.
Oh
Oh,
Kima! It's the first time ever Kima has been cute. Damn, the world's gonna die tomorrow.
Tell me about it.
It'll be fine.
Oh, muffin. I'm gonna clip that.
Clip that for a chat.
Yeah, that's getting clipped. But it reminds me of the Adam Savage show where he's with you know who Adam Savage is, right? He after his MythBusters thing, he has his own YouTube show, which is great fun. I mean, he's one of those forever children people. Without Jamie though, Jamie does kind of bring a center to it, but it's without Jamie. It's got some Japanese guy that runs around and kind of annoying, really. But anyway, but Adam Savage was. It might have even been MythBusters. They were Yeah, they were. But they had their hands in ice water and see how long they could hold it. And he was trying his best to bear the pain of it, right? And he was like, "Baby hippos," because he didn't want to swear on camera. And it was the funniest thing, dude. It was just perfect timing. Oh goodness. Paula says it's very cute. It makes me so angry. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. Dude, Phil, Kima
Yes.
is. I think she's got to win your contest again.
She's killing it.
Have you? I mean, look at this, dude. This is insane, dude.
Going into detail. Oh man, it's so good.
It is really, really good.
Oh, that's
Damn
cool.
cheater, Kima.
I'm not cheating.
I love your hat, Shane.
Just don't let her color it. Take it
What am I banned from coloring?
Yes.
It was too good.
Now Rabbit is also Rabbit
It's
thing is starting to come
color.
alive too.
Thank you.
Yes, right. No, it's got to be really good, Rabbit.
Oh my god, so cool. I remember Rabbit's I think we were on for the first book.
Mhm.
We're on here, and he drew Crimstone. He did Jazz and Prim. I think he did both characters, but they were totally like animated out. Gave her like a knife blade. I specifically remember that one, and that one stuck out in my head. It's really rad. So this looks freaking sick too.
I
Now,
don't remember that.
with that little manga version of your first couple of books and extras or appendices, is that a tier somewhere in this?
Yes.
It
so, yeah. Here, let me
But
see. I'll share
more
my screen.
important, no, more important question is, when you come out with later books, are we going to have a larger omnibus?
Oh yeah, I would love to do that. So right now there's technically 3 books. There's the first 2 and then the supplemental book. So that's in the manga version. Yeah, one day, just because of how this story is, I would love to do an omnibus that looks like a leather-bound, like tome, like a grimoire book, because that's what the hobo has in the story.
Get all sexy with it. Yeah, no,
maybe oversized. So yeah, but this was a way, kind of like a quick catch-up for everybody.
No, I think it's a cool idea actually, and it's certainly. I guess you save a little bit of money on it without color. I would guess a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and
Actually, you usually save a significant amount of money
Really?
by getting rid of color. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why we're able to drop the price point for people too, for the 212 pages. Yeah, it's very surprising.
Yeah, that's a lot, dude. And it looks really good too.
Were
And I'm.
the,
Go
were
ahead,
the
Ian.
pages originally colored?
Yes, yeah. So all I did. So let me see. I have I'll show you. This is at the end of the Lost Pages 2. So this is the actual full book. It's got a gold foil cover on it.
Nice.
And then this is Crimstone in that book.
Oh wow, look at
the
it.
end.
It's good color, dude.
So we just took these pages and I threw them in the Photoshop and then just did a grayscale over it. So you could see, here's that same page.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
And it
no,
printed
that's cool.
that well?
Oh, it looks wonderful.
Even if
Yeah.
yeah.
So the contrast is still there, and like this is my favorite page to show off because it still looks like the tattoos are glowing on him.
Yeah.
They
I
do.
think it came
Yeah.
out great.
Yeah. That's neat, dude.
Well, your colors also has very good levels then, because that's nice in grayscale.
Yeah, because usually you have to tweak it when you go into black and white.
Yeah.
Is that a Sideshow Collectibles logo in the back?
Of course it is.
Okay.
Look at that. And this is, you guys know Cecil? You ever heard of him?
Yes, of course. Yes.
So my brother and I are fulfilling that book that he did that was never going to come out, Cash Grab. So he had to come out come out and sign books. So he gave me this shitty logo here. This is like a 90s Wizard magazine exclusive logo.
Cool.
Yeah,
I like
so
it. It's like a Tijuana piggy bank.
Yeah.
yeah, it's real shitty, but it's awesome. So, yeah, shout out to Cecil.
Yeah, well, what I'm glad you guys are doing the cash grab thing because I haven't seen him in a while, but Inkspots was on here and he did the coloring for it, and that book looked fantastic, dude. Fantastic.
Yeah, dude. I have a proof copy. We're still waiting on the main books. They were actually supposed to be in today, but the printer, I don't know. Well, I don't know if I should say what is holding it up. There's a special thing that I didn't know what that was going to be with the book. So something's holding it up at the printers. Hopefully there's more info on that tomorrow. But we have like the Dirtworm Doug books are all in, and I have a proof copy of the main one. And I read it, and I was super impressed with Donald's art with Inkspot's colors because Inkspot really goes in and cuts in shadows and really makes his art totally different.
Yeah, it is. So I'm glad you guys are actually getting it printed, but what the hell happened then? Because that thing was on fire. What happened?
What happened in what sense?
In the fact that it's not out already.
So
I know.
Yeah, it's known that Cecil was going through a really, really prolonged divorce, and he could not spend any of the money from Indiegogo, or because she was trying to take that money and from him. So that literally dragged on for like 2 years, and when it wrapped, everything went into motion. He came out to sign stuff, and he was telling me about it. And he's like, "Dude, I could have had this out when it was supposed to be out, and it's been done. It just prolonged it, and
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
But he already has the second one written. Donald's going to be doing it again, and it seems like he's going to be a guy that potentially could just be turning stuff out because as a writer, we could hire these artists and crack the whip on them, and we could just sit back and be hanging out on streams like this.
That's fair. I like the crack the
true.
whip. That is the right mentality, sir.
My drawings are actually cries for help.
They are.
Mine too.
Implanted in them are all these hidden messages.
Well, I did dip my toe in when they were doing that anthology book, and I just wrote a thing, and then I ended up writing like 7 things, because I don't know how that happened, but it didn't come to fruition. However, but I was just they would ask me, and I was like, okay, fine. So I went and I wrote a bunch of stuff, and everyone liked it. So I was like, and I have ideas, but I'm very busy. But if I am looking at retiring soonish, so when I do, maybe I'll throw my hat in and do some writing.
Trench hammer.
Yeah.
Trench hammer. Yeah, no. Absolutely.
Oh dang, that'd be sick, wouldn't it?
I have and he's super bloody too. But I have I have an entire universe I could drop on that actually. Yeah. But who knows?
Exciting.
No, you got to find something that catches though. It's really what it comes down to. You can
So
have the best
Trench Hammer.
art, the best. Well, maybe I don't know if that's the best choice, but because I don't want to give out my best stuff, I don't want to. You guys are, so.
Oh.
You know.
Well, just
but
use my art, and then Transhammer will be the best thing. Chester.
there you go.
Come on.
There you go. But no, I thought it was a cool idea for that particular character. He's more of inside the various stories. He's more of like a plot tool, really, because you have this kind of immortal guy that has been absolutely cursed by a demon in the fact that if he doesn't kill enough in a certain amount of time, he goes wild and kills 10 times as many. So he has to kill to not be as destructive. And therefore, who does he kill? Well, he tries to pick bad guys, right? Because he has a conscience. So that's the trench hammer thing, and the trench hammer thing, with the name, it's just he came coming out of World War I, right? So it's this kind of really cursed guy. I don't know how many deep, in-depth stories you could do with him. I think there's some, but I think he's more of something that's more of a plot tool that can be used to instigate other things, right?
Probably, yeah. Kind of like the Shadow plus Hellboy.
In a way, yeah. But I think it's a neat character. But my point is, Phil, I think I might throw my hat in the arena and give it a try.
Cool, man. No, it's a ton of fun. It is super rewarding, and is for sure a grind. Doing the stream circuit and promoting and all that, but the reward of seeing it in people's hands is awesome.
I bet it is, yeah. And I got access to all these amazing artists too. Throw some money these guys' way as well. But just to now, I know there's creators in here, so anybody can answer this question. But if I were going to do a project, how much money should I put on the side to make sure everything gets done and not care whether it funds or not?
It all depends on the length of the book, right?
Well, the first one's got to be a big banger, right? It's an introduction to the universe, so it's got to be big. So let's say 200 pages.
200 pages?
Oh, whoa. That's like the book
$10
mine's
grand.
doing.
That'll take you 10 years.
I think it's more than 10 grand.
Well, I was thinking like if I put 10 grand on the side just to make sure would that cover all the production costs, you think?
I don't know about all of them.
Art costs. No, it wouldn't. I think 10 grand would be for something like 32 pages.
Oh
less.
wow! So I need to put 50 grand on the side to make sure. All right.
200 pages, yeah.
That's a car, Phil. That's a car.
I know, believe me.
Yeah, but I've been thinking about it because I do have some ideas, and I write all the time, but mainly I write academic things. I write for textbooks and things like that, right? So I haven't really done any kind of fantasy writing, right? But those things I wrote for that anthology, everyone really liked it, and they kept asking me to write theirs. So like I said, I wrote 7 different things. So it seems that unless they're blowing smoke off my ass, they seem something I could do. I don't know.
No, it's awesome. Definitely do it, man.
Yeah, no, I think I should. Of course, I have to convince my wife, or I could just say, "No, woman." I could do that.
Woman.
I feel like that might not be the nicest way to address your concerns. It's good that you want to write.
And I would
but,
lose. I would lose anyway, Amy, in the end. So. Yeah. That's okay. Trust that I am tactful and diplomatic when I need to be.
I trust.
Yes, trust. Yes.
Yeah, I would say the way that I kind of practiced writing comics was writing short comics, like low page count comics. We did the supplemental book for the first campaign called Myths of the Lost Pages. All the stories in there were 4 pages each. And so it kind of teaches you the pacing and paneling as well, because when I do my scripts, I kind of heavily suggest layouts in them while I, in the script. So, kind of what I'm seeing in my mind And writing shorter stories, I think, allows you or teaches you to get good pacing down, get to the point, get everything you need in that story in those pages, and then you can extrapolate that.
Yeah, no,
You can always
I actually went and talked to Art Bear and Mike Barron and asked them, and Mike
yeah.
actually gave me a format of how to write a comic book. So
Really?
yeah. And so that was useful. So I still have it. He even gave me a thing on how the page is laid out, how you should reference everything, and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh,
I do
nice.
have that PDF. So yeah, that was really nice of him. And he's not a bad writer at all.
Cool, cool. So, what were those little anthologies you wrote? Were those turned into short subject comics, or were they
No,
just kind of?
nothing really came of it. The art around that was ridiculous, right? Some really high end art, and it was a horror anthology. And like I said, so I wrote 7 horror stories, and the artists, wow, it's amazing stuff they put out. But the problem with that project was it had no leadership, right? And I tried to put in where I could, but well, first of all, I'm not the leader. I was asked to come in. And I just don't have the time to do that. I mean, it takes you have to take time to be an editor and all that kind of stuff. So it just didn't have leadership, and the way it went through the Kickstarter, and it just didn't fund, and then it just fell apart. It was kind of a conglomerate of people just dragged together. Who was the main instigator? Maybe it was John Dillard, maybe. I don't know who it was, but
What an instigator I think is. Such an instigator.
Well, no, it was a good idea, and the stuff I wrote, and it was pretty dark. That's what they wanted. So, I had I wrote like a space sojourn thing, about a crew, a salvaging crew being torn apart by alien infestation, and had another alien infestation one, had like this child sacrifice one. That thing was dark as shit, dude. But in the end, it didn't turn out well, which was nice. And there was one I wrote the one I had initially wrote myself because they asked me to write one. Was about the whole comic was a chase. There's a female. It turns out she's actually part of a vampire clan, but she's running through the streets and she's being chased by this thing, and we only see glimpses of it. In the end, he gets her. But the whole book is a chase, and the whole story. What was it, like 12 pages or 15 pages or something like that. It was pretty cool. I like that one. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
it
maybe
was.
starting like writing scripts. Have you ever thought of doing like novelizations or something like Rosa and Jeff do?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know if I have any talent for it. Like I said, I'm going to have free time eventually here because right now I'm absolutely swamped. But I
Well,
would give
yeah.
it a try. Maybe Jeff can look at it and tell me if I suck or not. Because I don't really know. Like I said, I write all the time. I've written for decades and decades, but it's
If you want
academic.
to send me a chapter, I can tell you
Oh, cool. Thanks, Jeff.
and help you.
Oh, awesome.
Like the candle that I bought from Gwyneth Paltrow says, you miss all the shots you don't take.
That is fair. That is fair. Well, no, I just think it would be fun. I hadn't really thought about the novelization stuff, Amy, but I'd love to, even if I can't make any money off of it, to have a beautiful looking comic book that I wrote and a friend drew. Boy, that would be just that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be neat. I can see that.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, oh? And I do have friends at the Oxford Press. They wouldn't publish a thing like that, but they might know someone at Penguin Random House or something like that.
Ah, do they know anybody who draws besides? Well, I'm sure you know a lot of artists.
Well, I do. I know a lot of artists here that I can definitely get a hold of to help out with something. And how much does it cost,
right.
Phil? How much do I got to pay an artist to do, say, a standard 30-page book?
Well, that depends on the artist. They make their rates.
Well, give me a general, sir.
Go to India.
Go to
no,
probably
I would use one of you guys.
countries.
Between $130 to $200 and X amount of dollars
per
That's
page.
Is it a cute story?
Per page.
Yeah, per page.
Ouch.
So it is expensive. Well, I know Art
Yeah,
was telling me that he's getting like $400 a page or something like that. But that's Art T Bear as well. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, it depends on how much experience you have.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because because I knew animators who were top tier animators who got paid $50 an hour.
Oh well.
On freelance I mean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they were expensive.
In CG, I've found artists anywhere from 80 to 200 that are like not, ex pros or whatever.
That's fair though. I want them to get paid too, right? Do you
Yeah.
have to give like royalties or any kind of subsidiary on the back end with it?
That's all up to your guys' agreement.
Yeah, that's
I
part of
don't
the contract.
Yeah, I'm not really sure anyone's really doing that in indies, unless they have like big publishing deals or like not big, but like publishing deal with someone that's going to distribute the book and publication. Like my buddy Adam Lawson, he did Kids and Monsters. He did the Kill Journal a few years ago, and he recently hooked up with Wesley Snipes, and they're doing that book called The Exiles. It was a big hit on Indiegogo, Kickstarter, and he recently signed with Whatnot Publishing. That app just started publishing books, and so now they split the book up into floppies and are getting into stores. So I would assume that Wesley Snipes has a cut of that, and
Yeah, sure.
from the Indiegogo, the artist, and then now that they're with Whatnot, he gets residuals from sales of the issues, and so does his artist, and Wesley probably gets some too. So like that would be so cool to do one day, get in the stores like that, and that's when things, contracts will definitely be needed even more.
Yeah, I imagine getting into like stores and all that stuff. It's just a matter of spending the money, really.
Well, I guess everybody can get into previews, right? So that people could solicit their books to stores. I know for forever that's been like $2,000, and you can get into the previews catalog.
Yeah.
Recently, I've heard Billy Tucci talking about that they seemingly Diamond. I'm inferring that he was talking about Diamond with like Steve Jeppy, who owns Diamond. I heard that Diamond is actually cutting their cost by 40% to get into the catalog, and that they're really interested because they got dropped by DC and Marvel, so they don't distribute them anymore. Their biggest company they work with is Image, so they're looking for indie guys, and they're looking for crowd-funded books to
Interesting.
distribute. So that's another
not bad.
prospect.
It's not bad. And I've actually spoken to him. I did an interview with him years ago. But I'm pretty sure that I could probably get Alterna to publish something too.
Oh yeah.
So whatever. I don't know. It's just something I want to do. I don't know if it'll be successful, but I just thought it'd be fun.
Can you make sure to write a cute short story?
I'll do a cute ashcan just for you, Amy.
Yay!
There you go.
There you go. God, they twisted my arm, Kima.
That's not my fault. That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem. It's fair. Well, I'm going to go grab some more coffee. Jeff, are you feeling good enough to take over, or do I have to throw it to Phil? Oh, goodness.
Has the first coffee cooled down enough, or is it too cold now?
It's been drank long ago.
We just talk, Chester. We just talk anyways. So, I mean, just go.
I'm gone. Okay, I go. So that means, Phil, be responsible.
All right.
Really?
It's not like we can do anything. He's the one that controls everything. So it's like
I was stuck.
This is almost like work.
Well, now I kind of wonder, how hard is it to
All
get
the
that
responsibility, but
terrible-
absolutely none of the authority.
What was that?
How hard is it to what, Amy?
Get that terrible Lobo out. It looks cool.
Oh, he's he's.
Oh, he's in.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it up. Problem is, there's some books in front of the door. So move those. I thought you meant the big one. Like, he's very heavy.
Yeah, he looks like he would weigh a ton.
Oh, that looks like a Nick cartoon, honey.
Huh?
It looks like a Nick cartoon.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there he is.
An old school one, not the new school stuff.
The good ones.
Well, thank you. I take that as high praise.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, look at him.
So cool.
He's got like this weird cleavage going on here. He's got this painted on shirt.
There
Showing
you
a
go.
lot of man.
Modesty.
Moobs.
Yeah. And then you know how Lobo has that hook, that big hook? Well, this one's molded into his hand and is really really
There you
bad.
go. So he can use it instead of his digits.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
Cool.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's got about 2.5 points of articulation if you guys are into action figures.
Oh, there you go. So he can do a little dance.
Sexual motion. It's kind of not PG, but yeah.
Yeah, don't get us booted from YouTube.
But Lobo never was PG, so it's all good.
Look, those pockets. Gotta have those.
Yeah, I get it now.
Pouches.
It's one of those old-fashioned action figures from the 90s, right?
Yeah, I heard that this was some exclusive, either for a convention, like a Wizard Con, or Wizard Magazine. I don't know, but this is from the late '90s series that Alan Grant wrote.
That's awesome.
But I'm a collector of Lobos, so I had to have it.
Yeah. It's exclusive.
Okay. That's true. Very hard to find those outside of the, eBay.
Right.
Oh, and he's got a story to go with it, which is even better.
Yeah. I'm obsessed.
Oh no, not again. Oh, sorry about that guy. Nothing bad. I just gotta kill a bug.
Oh no.
I have to. These things are
Take
annoying.
him outside.
Bug genocide.
Well,
Eat
these
it like Renfield.
No way. And also, this bug is kind of annoying because it's a stink bug.
Ooh.
Oh, I
Nice.
say it was Dominican. I was like, come on, dude.
No, not a person. It's just a stink bug.
Oh man.
We have a lot of those in the South.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be careful. What
Yeah,
you say.
don't smash it. Flush it down the toilet. Don't smash it.
I used to have a Lobo vinyl sticker on my car on both sides of the car.
Oh yeah.
And then people just thought I was really into ICP or Kiss.
What the fun?
Yeah. So because it was just like the black parts of his face. So the things around his eyes down here.
Just everybody shouting whoop whoop at you as you drove by.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no. Oh crap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry with the bug. The bug. Great. Gotta get rid of that thing.
Did
But
you
I
hear the
can't do it
sirens?
while I'm sitting down. What?
Did you hear the sirens?
What sirens?
Oh, there were sirens out here. Oh, check this out. This is for the first campaign. I got a Crimstone trading card. Dan Fraga did this trading card.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow, that looks great.
Give me a second. I gotta. Yeah, that looks awesome. Too bad the light's causing it to not show all the way, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that was
Oh,
pretty
there we
exciting.
go. For a second.
Wow, Eric just called us turds.
What?
So what you guys think about my art work? Okay.
Where is it?
Where is it?
JD, it's next to Kima's and between Kima's and Honey's.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at those babes. Boobs. It's It's got a lot of writing on them.
Yeah, that was my idea, just to make it look funny.
Huge busts. I like that. Sexy.
And Eric should have been drawing Krim. Doesn't have a lot of body hair.
Is he
That's true.
a body hair guy?
He's Eric is an anti-body hair guy.
Yes.
Oh.
In fact, when he walks by people, body hair just falls off of him.
Yeah.
Eric drew an image that I'm using on the bookmark for my next book.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
that's awesome.
When I go,
What do you guys?
When I go to cons, yeah. When I go to cons, I will be, distributing those. What I'm doing with the bookmarks is, I'll find an artist who will do a bookmark for the, you come in here and you call us turds in the chat, and now you come in here.
I have my body hair.
Oh. Anyways, every book I'm going to have an artist draw something from the book and make a bookmark out of it, and then on the back, not only do I have the name of the book and the link and a QR code that will take it to it, I'm going to have the artist's name on there and a link and a QR code to whatever site that they have.
Yeah, that's some good cross promotion.
Yep.
Nice.
So
I like that.
I did one for Gary Shipman, and I got one for him.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we're gonna be at C2E2 in a couple weeks over here in
Dang.
Skytown. You guys ever heard of it? Yeah, it's kind of a big city. And yeah, I work for this really big arcade out here, and so they're like having us bring a bunch of arcade games. And they were like, "Hey, my boss is like, hey, I got these guys Zade Comics. Could they get a booth?" And they're like, "No, but they could have a table in your section." So we're like, "Oh, okay." So we're gonna set up. We're gonna have a big banner and be like, selling books and shit. So it'll be cool. If you guys are in the area, come say hi.
Very cool. Yeah, convention season starts pretty soon for me as well.
I'll just get on my bike and get over there.
So Eric, are you drawing?
That's right. Yeah.
Eric, are you drawing, or are you just here to...
I am not drawing. I've been drawing all night. I'm just here to aggravate.
Okay.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah, I'm looking at everybody's art because I couldn't see the art.
I'm
Hey,
supposed
everybody.
to say something mean to you. Someone remind me what it is.
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Accept Eric. There it is. Take that.
Okay.
I forget what you were being accepted from, but ha.
Everybody's
it was a very good burn.
Thank you, Andrew.
Out it.
But now Eric's here, so there you are.
Wow, everybody's stuff looks so good tonight.
Yeah, dude. There's some killer stuff.
Yes.
Kima is just straight up hardcore cheating, dude.
As only Kima does.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those teeth. Oh, it's so cool.
It is really.
I am not cheating.
I think she's been working on that for a couple days. I think she's just going across in a racing to reveal lines.
Yeah, she's on math.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
She's on
Revealing
math.
layers. Yeah.
Well, I have to. There is some really good stuff here. Andrew's doing a little bit different style today. Amy's is really working out well. It really is. It looks great. The pastels work so well with his character.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me like, what was that book? Was it Where the Wild Things Are?
Yeah.
Is that
A little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit like a dream.
That'd make a cool sticker.
Armoron's is recognizable if you know the silhouette and the little intro he had said, but damn, Armoron. Damn. She's supposed to be Kitty Pryde, the cute little girl next door that everyone has a crush on. This is not Kitty Pryde.
That's the thing. Everyone I have draw this character. So Illustrator Monk did the first appearance in the Lost Pages series for Matt Patrick's story. And then now we have, Dan Dahl drawing the character, and he just gives her these like big old fake knockers. Everyone always points it out. but I'm all for it.
Well,
I
Amron
don't mind.
appreciates those things.
He asked for it,
Yeah, it's
and that's
true.
what he's getting.
That's right. Is
is
he related to Roll?
Roll
I don't think so. I don't think so. He's not a Brit.
Well, I'm pretty sure Roald Dahl is an alien, so
There you go. All right.
Still doesn't disprove that he wasn't a Brit.
That's fair.
That's true.
That is fair. It is fair. Do you see those idiots in Britain who are trying to rewrite his shit?
Yeah, that never went through. They stopped with that stuff.
Yeah, he turned around. Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Well, it's just ridiculous. I mean, if you want to ban the book, go ahead, I suppose, but don't rewrite it. That's like the biggest insult you could possibly do.
Yeah.
Especially 1984.
Yep. Not every book was rewritten. Either thrown away or rewritten. What?
Right. Yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, but his stuff is iconic, right? You got Willy Wonka, you got Matilda, you got James. I mean, we all read those. We've all grown up on those things.
Fantastic, Mr. Fox.
Oh, is that Roald Dahl too? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But it's great stuff, and like I said, I loved. Oddly enough, James and the Giant Peach is awesome. But I even like Matilda.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
And she's French.
and so good.
On purpose?
She's not accidentally French.
Would have been better. I like what Melissa's
unironically
doing. It's cute.
French.
Unironically French, yes. I like what Melissa's doing. It's cute. Juice
Thank you.
box.
Gosh, I can't. This can. Should I live in better? Do you think when I finish the sequence, it'll be clear who he's supposed to, what this is supposed to be?
Yeah, no, that's the chick from Foster's Home, right?
Yeah, Goo. That's right.
Her name's Goo.
Goo, that's right, Goo. What a good show.
Yeah, it was terrific.
What show is it?
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I've never heard of it.
Oh yeah,
perfect.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's a
Love
freaking
that.
hysterical cartoon.
Yeah. Legendary Lauren Faust.
Hello, Junkyard Done. We got Joshua in here making noise as well. Nice. Good job. We got Nail Bunny. That could be taken the wrong way, Nail Bunny, just so you know. We definitely appreciate everybody here. Do keep in mind, if you are doing draw along with this project, it's a really cool and colorful looking project. Definitely drop it at the Discord, or you can go over to the Twitter and put it in hashtag DNQFE. Once again, hashtag DNQFE. And we'll take a look at the end of the show. We always appreciate that. And I haven't gone over and looked yet, but do we have anything in there, Jeff?
Say that again. I was working in straw poll.
Oh no, you keep doing that. I will do it myself.
Oh, I guess I will do it. Oh.
No, well, that's more important anyway. Let's see.
I see
here.
one. There's one, two over there.
Ooh,
that is cool. Oh yeah, okay, all right.
All right.
To be fair though, Mr. Motion, that looks like twisted metal to me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
there you go. All right, then it's supposed to. All right, sweet.
My the ringtone for when I get a text message is Sweet Tooth laughing from Twisted Metal. And
Yeah.
it scares the shit out of everybody when I get a text message. Like, what the hell?
So you can actually choose the tone for text message too. I didn't know that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I shut all those things off. I don't want to be bothered, Phil.
I'm hearing somebody had set their text message notification to be the sound of being spotted by a soldier in Metal Gear Solid. That doink sounds like every time she text message would dive under a desk.
Yeah, I don't use the SNS stuff very much. if you haven't noticed.
Well,
Not too big on the text stuff?
Yeah. I have Line, and my family can contact me. So.
Then that's the important part.
Right. I have a secretary for those things.
That's really cool.
Hey, secretary, did you change my ringtone to the Metal Gear Solid notice sound effect? Thanks.
I don't even know if the new girl would even know what that is, dude.
Monday desu ga?
She's pretty young. I imagine she's probably more Full Metal Alchemist and that the One Piece and stuff like that.
I don't know if they would have an equivalent sound effect. I mean, I feel like, do animes typically have sound effects that kind of go with like a particular emotion, or they almost have to be like a voice clip?
I don't know. Games maybe. I'm not sure. I don't watch not much. My kids will inundate me with things when they're around from time to time. Yeah,
Keep you in the loop, right?
Right. I think the last thing I watched was this really weird, creepy thing called Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah, I'm friends with the soundtrack guy, the guy who makes the soundtrack for that show.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
He actually lives right in Quincy.
Oh, does he?
Excellent.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Well, Boston's got a lot of people in it. That's fair. Oh, there you go. Now Alan's doing proper justice over here. This is good. Good job, Alan.
I'm trying.
Oh
I'm trying.
no! What are you doing?
Time's a factor.
It is. Well, you guys, you got yourself over 30 minutes. You got over a half hour, so.
Oh, good. So we still got some
I
time.
love Popeye.
Yeah.
Popeye is good.
I love Popeye so much.
They've got some good chicken.
Yes. You realize he
That's
was
true,
created
Popeye.
solely during the Depression because they needed people to eat spinach because that's all there was, and they needed the kids to eat it, so they made a character that said it was good.
I wonder if it worked.
But spinach is good.
It is, but it's
Not for the
it's not for kids. Kids.
Not too much though. Not too much.
Yeah. There is a biological imperative put into developing children that affects their taste buds into desiring meat for quick growth, body growth. It isn't until later when you become an adult that your palate actually changes to accept vegetables. This is why kids don't like vegetables, is because their body actually is telling them to eat meat.
Because you need to grow more.
Right.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
What about sugar? Does sugar help them grow?
Sugar is an interesting thing. It's very addictive. I think that's what causes the thing because we're not really used to those. Of course, every food is sugar. Every food becomes sugar, right? But those kinds of like sugar canes and things like that, they're not native to most human bodies, which is why it's so destructive on the body because your body, there's no genetic lineage with it, right? That's why corn is so destructive as well.
Have you ever heard
because
of
our
this
bodies
theory?
can't even produce it or digest it.
Yeah. Well, tomato skin, for instance, you when you're making tomato something, you should always take the skins off because your body cannot digest that skin well.
Nor
I
the
like
seeds.
The skin.
Yeah.
The skin's the best part.
Well, I'm just saying it's biological. So, someone was trying to ask me a question. Who was that?
I think it was me.
No.
I might be.
Biological, man. You know what I'm saying?
I might be on a delay. But what do you think about this theory that spoonfuls of sugar
make the medicine go down?
No, increases the female breast size. You ever heard of this?
No, I have not. But it is raw. It's going to translate into raw fat, so it's going to go somewhere. And a lot of females, fat does tend to, collect in the around the mammary glands for obvious reasons, or hips. Either or.
That's why Armoron pours sugar on his drawings.
Mm-hmm. I never heard that before though, but it makes sense though because it's just raw calorie, right? So it's why not?
I know a lady, and she said she used to just down spoonfuls of sugar, and that's why she thinks she's well endowed.
Yeah, It's possible. I
the
certainly
first
didn't do
one I
that
heard.
with my daughter, and she actually doesn't really like sweet stuff, and she's certainly not well endowed.
She's also part Japanese, so
That's
she got
fair.
that working against
That
her.
is fair. But her mother is well endowed for a Japanese person, though.
I eat a lot of sugar. My tits are pretty big.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I never heard that before, Phil, but you never know. But I'm only an anthropological geneticist, so what would I know?
What do you know?
Yeah.
That's true. Death Leopard does have a song about that.
They do. Pour some sugar on me. That's a great song. That was a great summer of Def Leppard, wasn't it, Eric?
Yes, it was.
Now we had a couple of great summers of something. The Def Leppard summer was awesome. The Dio summer was also awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That summer where the drummer lost his arm, not a great summer.
No, not. But there if you go watch, there's a documentary, a docudrama on Def Leppard. It's pretty interesting. Their story's interesting. But then, of course, Eric, we had way too many summers of the Bond. Jovi makes me weak in the knees.
But the girls like it, man.
Oh my God, dude, they're so crazy about it. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be so cool if he could write lyrics? Wow.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Yeah. To
Oh,
be
wow.
fair though, he is a good singer though. He is really solid. And
Well,
he's
he,
a
good
beautiful
singer, good
man.
musician, can't write lyrics for garbage.
You hire people for that, you see.
I feel like he could probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The
But
jerk, he kept telling me I gave Love a bad name. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, I actually went to one of their concerts because I was dating a girl who was fanatical about it, and I could get tickets. So.
What was it, a Six Flags?
No, it was actually in Boston.
I seen him live.
Yeah. They are solid musicians. They really are.
Oh, just
Yeah.
what color would your teddy bear be?
He is Scandinavian bear, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Very
Scandinavian
good.
bear.
I think that answers the question.
Yes.
I don't know.
I unfortunately, I don't know, it isn't unfortunate. It is what it is. But although I am an American, I don't know how it happened, but I'm a pure-blooded American. Meaning, I have no Caribbean in me. I have no African in me. I have no Indian in me. I am half Celt, half Norwegian, and that's it. I have no idea how that happened because my mom's family are Irish, and they're literally Mayflowers. And I don't mean after the fact Mayflowers. I mean Thomas Allen is my grandmother's a direct descendant of Thomas Allen. So how can they have been there? What? That's 400 years, and not have mixed? I don't know, but they managed it.
A lot of inbreeding.
So I get probably, yeah.
That's why you're so tall.
Maybe, yeah. No, I think that comes from my mom, my dad's side, because the rest of my family's not that big.
That's why he's so tall.
My dad's so.
And
my
then
dad's
Chester
actually
ruined a perfect record.
Yeah, I know,
You're
right?
giant on Roanoke Island?
Yes, I am the giant of Roanoke Island. You're right. Let's see. My sketchbook says you should eat the potato skin because it replaces certain cellulose in your digestive tract. Too much might be bad for you. Anthropology is a self-serving study. It only makes other anthropologists to teach at different schools. It's pretty useless, seeing as most of its research can be done by archaeologists. Fuck you, my sketchbook.
Especially ones in Egypt.
Well, I agree with that 100%. Dissing on the anthropologist. Well, technically, I could just take the other side of my study and call myself a philologist and be safe from that taunting.
Phil's a philologist, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's true. Phil is a philologist. Fair enough. You should come to our secret meetings, Phil. We have a good old time.
There you go.
Weird.
So where are they? I can't tell you.
I can't tell you. That's right. Yeah. Although I am going to Prague soonish.
There you go.
Are they in Prague?
Ooh.
Well, the tour is traveling around, right? And I'll tell you what, when you get a bunch of historians together and we go out, we paint the town red.
You
Just
go.
tell everybody where they came from. You just be like, "Well, did you know that this language came from this?"
I can actually tell you where the expression "paint the town red" comes from.
Oh my
Yeah. That's exceptional nerd level stuff, Andrew, right there.
Well, tell us, Chester.
They sit around a table and make fun of everybody else's.
Waffles?
Again, I'm drawing a blank.
Yes,
I'm sick.
waffles.
Never mind. I
Actually,
screwed
it's
up.
not
All
that
those
interesting.
sentences begin with "actually," just like Andrew just
Actually.
said.
But it's actually not that interesting. I won't give every detail, but basically a bunch of dudes got really, really drunk, and they thought it would be a great idea to paint all the buildings red in the middle of the night, and that's where it comes from. Paint the town red means to go out and have a big party, and they were drunk dudes who did it. So.
That does sound like a pretty fun prank, though.
Yeah, maybe. But we do.
Just
The
a
good thing
prank,
about
bro.
historians when we go out though, we have good food. That's a good thing.
Ah.
Yeah.
Are you
And
also
then you tell everybody where the food came from.
That
Just be like,
they're
"Well, did you know?"
right. Yes, I usually win that one because I know the history of food better than the rest of them.
I see.
because of the falafel-ology?
That's right.
You guys don't kill each other at dinner though over
We what?
conversation. You guys don't kill each other because you're all like, I know what this food is. I actually, you guys don't get in a fight.
You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing
No,
about this food.
not at all. Not at all. Matter of fact, we take ourselves less seriously than you expect.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
At
guess that
least
helps
the ones
paint the
I
town.
know. Yeah. There are
And
a few
it's-
Karens, and we usually don't tell them where we're going to eat. So.
Are you guys going to eat tonight? Oh no, we're just we're not hungry. We're starving to death tonight. We're fasting. We're fasting. That's what it is.
There's a couple of them that work with the British Museum who I shall not name.
Oh.
Is it Rabbit?
No.
Because you're British.
No, they're ladies, and they are mean, dude. They are mean.
Ooh. Oh dear.
Yes, you
Do
cannot.
they look like the cavemen that are displayed?
They look like Rosie O'Donnell for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh.
And the funny thing is I'm not going to mention their names. I'm not going to get in trouble. But you've probably, if you watched any kind of BBC documentary, you've probably seen these ladies, because these days especially, they get the screen time whether they know the thing or not, where the other dudes don't, right?
You could
Like
say
Rosie.
the names, and probably none of us know who they are, Chester.
Shh.
The internet will know.
The internet will know. No, I don't want to get in trouble. But most of the historians I've met are really nice.
Like Rosie, are they experts in ancient clams?
Well, on this particular tour, you have people who are specialized in various things. Like my lecture is on Rh negative and migration, right? But you have people who are experts in, certain historical groups or certain cultural things. We do have like a person who is not only is he an expert on all weapons and blacksmithing, he is a blacksmith himself. We have another dude I love him to death, dude. He is so nerdy, you guys would hate him. But he gets up and he actually plays ancient instruments and sings old bardic tunes. That's his show. It's so cool. Yeah, he does. He does the he's not doing it on this tour, but I've seen him do it before. He does the entire epic of Beowulf in the original Old English. Oh, it's so
Oh my
cool.
goodness.
How many Trilby hats does he own?
All of them. Yes.
Yes.
No, he is
Must have been a
exactly
good,
how you
roommate.
imagine him to be, and it's wonderful, dude. It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
Refers to everyone as Milady.
Yeah, but the thing is, his thing in the because it's like a week-long lecture series, right? It's a touring history lecture, and there's many speakers, and his thing is sat right in the middle of the week, and it's perfect timing for it and everyone loves it. It's actually he's one of the more popular speakers.
Mm.
Yeah.
She's my lady.
Awesome.
It is cool. Yeah, it is really cool. And I don't know if he's going to be in Prague, but Professor Finkel showed up to the last one, and that's, of course, an incredible honor. So,
Wasn't Finkel Einhorn?
Yeah.
But I was thinking Finkel Einhorn.
I know you guys don't know who he is, but in my field, in philology, he is the man. He is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Right?
I know he is. He's an old guy with a beard.
Yeah, he's funny as hell, too.
He's got a suit of armor?
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me if you took Hagrid and Dumbledore and mixed it together.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's what I think you look like.
No, I look much more like Sean Connery.
He's like the
Okay.
older, crustier Elon Musk, but of philology.
Yeah, there's some actual characters. I know it's not something you guys are interested in, but there are some real characters in the historical world, actually. And Professor Finkel
Probably
is
are.
awesome.
He has a great name. I'm glad he lives up to it. Professor Finkel sounds like he'd have to be really interesting.
Yeah, if you have a name like Professor Finkel, you definitely have to live up to that name.
Right.
You have to be
right. But some of these people are extreme academics, and they're not necessarily the best, public speakers. But he is. He's wonderful. He will capture a room because he's very funny, very entertaining. He's a little bit self-deprecating.
Country? Oh.
He's British. Yeah. His name
Yeah,
is
that was a little
Irving
bit
Finkel. If you're
documentary.
interested, he's got a bunch of documentaries online. He's probably the
Irish
world's
Finkel?
Irving. He's probably one of the most famous philologists in the world, I'd say.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
I've actually seen him.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
During the war, he was the guy who commanded Finkel's Raiders.
Probably, yeah. No, seriously, go watch. He's so endearing. He's such a wonderful dude. He really is a nice man.
Finkel's Philological Raiders.
And he's also a very important figure in the translation of Sumerian and Proto-Sumerian. So he's definitely one of my icons. Yeah.
They went behind enemy lines and mistranslated stuff for the enemy.
Yeah,
he is a
probably
one-man Renaissance festival. You're right, my sketchbook. Yeah, Finkel's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah. And when you get him a little bit drunk, he's even more awesomer. Because he's got stories. He's forever old, right? He's got so many stories, dude. Just sit and listen to him for hours. Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
Dude. Yeah, take it out.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, at the last thing, he must have ate a dozen croissants while drinking beer. It was a weird combination. Anyway, but he's cool. But for us younger fellas, he's a bit of a hero. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was carbo packing for the next lecture.
Maybe.
That's right.
I don't know if he's going to be in Prague or not. But I'm looking forward to it because I've never been to that city, and I should absolutely see if I can't hook up and say hi to Shabby.
Yeah.
Well, it's in his backyard, so you know.
Yeah. Then you can go lift weights with him.
Yeah, well, I do press on a rock daily, sir.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can appoint him as the vicar of was it Malta?
That may be. I'd have to talk to some of the other British professors, though. I don't have such authority.
Why? You're like the king of the island.
No,
you own it all.
Not really. I own literally a little brownstone. Well, it's not even a brownstone, but a little walk up. That's all I own, and a sailboat lot. I own that.
And a mountain.
No, that's not in Malta.
And
never
But you
mind.
still own it.
roughly a 500,000 acres. But yeah, little. No.
I got a nice little canal side property in France. South of France. It's quite nice.
Ooh,
Ah.
that's lovely.
It is. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm renting it
Can you
out.
go- Oh, okay.
Ooh. Fancy.
Well, technically, my secretary is renting it out, so
Okay.
I can't be bothered, JD.
Okay.
It is.
So how much are we making in rent?
I'm not saying that about that.
Actually, that is over 1,000 euros a month. That property. Yeah.
Dang. How the heck do you have the money for all this crap?
You keep
That makes the
buying
money.
property and selling it, buying and selling and buying and selling. It's called a lifetime of work, JD.
Oh, duh.
He's Chester C. Busby, millionaire. He owns a mansion and a yacht.
Mansion and a
I
yacht.
do actually not. I don't own a mansion. No.
I own a mountain and a yacht.
A mountain? A whole mountain?
Sex temple. He owns a sex temple.
And a sex temple. No. He owns a sex shrine and a sex castle.
It's a fertility shrine.
It is.
Love
Whatever.
making.
Thank you.
It's the same thing.
Fertility is sex.
Although a couple of the history dudes do call me thinking owl, so
Chester, I'm trying to
Yeah,
buy.
they think it's funny. But so there you go. Historians rib each other as well. There you go. See?
What do you think of this, Chester?
What?
Buying a vacation property in Mexico.
I own one in Baja. I haven't done. I rent that out too. I haven't done much. The problem with Mexico is you need to stay away from anywhere near the cities.
You have to stay away from Mexico.
Yeah, yeah. Because I have
Especially
done
if you're
some,
white and rich.
I've done some flipping in some of the cities, and I won't do it again. The problem with Mexico is there is no government. The cartels run Mexico. That's just the
Oh, duh.
reality. And you'll make a deal, and then all of a sudden the deal changes. There's some mystery tax that comes up. So I don't do any kind of properties in Mexico anymore. I have
I'm
that
praying
Baja
it doesn't
one, but I've
change it
said
further.
but the Baja one was the first property I ever bought in my life. So I don't want to get rid of it. It's just a little thing on the beach. It's really not much of a property, but I won't purchase in Mexico anymore. Yeah.
I have a buddy who has 2 houses there that he just like B&Bs it. It's like maybe like, I don't know, an hour from Cancun, and he just rents it out for people going on vacation and stuff. And he's like,
Yeah, the Airbnb.
rent
I got into that like about a decade ago. That's what that French Riviera property is. It's an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just has like a management company that just manages for him.
Yep.
And he goes in like every 6 months. He'll go check on it.
I have her secretary.
Yeah, that's like a
Ooh.
Yeah. But she takes care of all that kind of stuff. She takes care of all my stuff. She's a literal secretary, not meaning the phone call, get me coffee type. I mean the actual secretary, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the one.
But no, if you can manage, and here's the thing, if you go to some depressed area, and there are many around the world, probably not far from you, and you buy a property, and then you hire a team, say there's a little shabby building on it, hire a company to go in, keep your costs as low as possible. If you do it yourself, it's even better. But if you keep your costs down and just repair any really bad damage, make sure it doesn't have anything that a inspector is going to slam it on, right? Put a new fresh coat of paint on it. You can probably get anywhere from 50 to 100% profit on your purchase, right? And if you start real small and you throw, you can pick up properties 10, 20, 30 grand, right? And you go in, you buy the property, you put that in, you flip it, and you get, like I said, you can upwards of double a property, right? And you just keep doing that. Just keep doing it, right? And eventually you're going to have a pot of money where you can throw in and buy a much more expensive property, right? and then flip that, and then go back to little stuff again. Little by little by little, then get a bigger property. You just keep doing that back and forth, and within a decade, dude, you're going to be sitting on a pile.
And hope that the real estate market doesn't collapse
again.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That
Again.
is fair. But in the end, even if it does, because I've had times where as I've been doing this for 30 years, guys, right? So, I've had times where I've just laid off and I stop selling and I just purchase it where I can, and just sit on it and wait for the market to or the area to reinvigorate. And it's okay. You're sitting on property, right? And I don't buy things in cities. I buy things in the countryside, and therefore
Fair enough.
your property taxes, if there are any, are very low. So your year-to-year costs are not that bad, and property always has value, dude. How do you think the rich stay rich? I mean, the real rich. It's property, dude. That's the trick. That's the secret, right?
Or they go into government.
Or they go into government, right? Or banking,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's not hard. I know you might think it is, but it's really not. And especially if you have any handyman skills and you can go do the work yourself, dude, you can make money. It's just put your nose down and get it done, man. It's not hard. It's just one of those things that people they get intimidated by and they don't want to get in it. They want to try, right? But I'm telling you, the only real thing I would say is try to stay outside of the cities. I wouldn't go closer than a suburb, right? And even then, I'd be concerned because now you're starting to get, city taxes and property costs that are, because if you're stuck with a property for a decade, your annual property taxes could be burdensome, right?
Right.
Mm.
That does make it kind of sense. And I think you're less likely to have vandalism or a lot of damage to the property, maybe if you're if you're not close to a busy city.
Yeah, not in some areas. A lot of areas, especially especially up here during the winter, if you have a property that isn't occupied and isn't being monitored, it'll get raided, and they'll bust down the doors and they'll steal everything inside.
Or they'll stay, and then the squatters' rights will let them stay.
That is a problem, right? And you have to be careful. Yeah, just pay attention to the rules. Just do some reading. It's not hard. But even during the Obama era, which was not a good one for housing, just so you know. I flipped 30 properties during his tenure. So,
I'm the asshole, man.
Well, no, but Obama was not great for the housing market.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
You shouldn't be flipping any land with that bad knee of yours.
Well, I have others to do these things. But the thing is, all you need is phone calls. That's another thing too. Especially with the internet today, there are local contractors. I guarantee you, everywhere. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. There is a local contractor, and you can negotiate a fair price with that contractor. You can also. Every country has their version of the Better Business Bureau, where you can look into those contractors and see if they're reputable or not. And you can do everything online. You don't have to ever go. I have bought so many properties and never actually seen them. Right? I'm just telling you, it's not hard. All you need to do is have a little bank in the beginning, and I've picked up properties for like $6-8 grand, guys.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not hard. I know it seems fancy, but it's really not. It's just like anything else. Do it.
Do it.
Just do it. Yeah. Anyway, we got 6 minutes left. This art is really starting to shine out now. It's really nice. But if you are, Phil, if you're interested in doing property stuff, I would stay out of the Mesoamerica and the third world, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Would. Yeah.
I'll let my
Just go
brother
to
know.
America's third world. Go to places like Michigan
Detroit.
or Mississippi. Mississippi, dude. You can make money in Mississippi.
Dude, you don't want to come to Michigan.
Well, I don't want to go there.
But you can flip properties, though. You can flip properties there. Yeah, but I've been doing it a long time. Like I said, I'm not a rich dude. You don't have to be BlackRock.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not
my brother and
necessary.
I bought our first property 2 years ago. So, and it's not a flipping thing, right? It's just a residential
Hmm.
apartment building. But because we have that, we have a unit open, and that's where we're having Cecil stay when he's signing books. So
Oh,
he's got to
nice.
sign
That's nice.
7,000 books.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, though, doing rental or I like the Airbnb stuff you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
That's really handy because
Mhm.
because of the advertising is so easy, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it does it itself. It's so much easier because that's a cost you have to take into account. And especially if you're at a distance like I am, you have to think about how are you going to go about doing those things. So Airbnb is wonderful. Yeah. But yeah, no apartment complexes. I haven't been that bold yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Well, no,
Never know.
I wouldn't mind to try one. I wouldn't mind to try one. But that is quite the
Famous
investment.
last words.
Because I can't
Yeah. It's
see
not,
I can't see buying an apartment complex less than $1 million.
yeah, it's not. We just have a 4 unit. Uh, you know,
Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Yeah. No,
it's
I
not
meant
like a
the entire
huge.
complex. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind trying it, but oh, it's so scary.
Yeah. That's a lot of places that go kind of south at once.
No,
Now, I
Yeah,
think you
but
have
boy,
insurance on your property, though, right?
of course, you have to do these
Oh, yeah.
things. But once again, there's companies and things that you can that have international reach, and you can use them. And it's just all you have to do is put a little bit of time in doing some research, like at the Better Business Bureaus and stuff, and making sure you're working with a reputable company. It's not that hard. You just got to do the work. And then once you have a company that you trust, you can do a lot. They'll handle a lot for their monthly or annual fee that you're paying them. They actually will do quite a bit of things for you.
Nice.
Right. But apartment complex would be a really neat challenge. My wife would kill me though.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
She not interested in having an apartment complex to take care of.
No, especially when at a distance. I mean, she doesn't complain. She doesn't really like my property thing I do so much.
Is the bookkeeping difficult on it?
Well, no, like I said, I have someone for that, and of course I check everything. But
Yeah, just have your
it's
secretary do it.
yeah, exactly, yeah. No, she's
Oh,
just kind
no.
of old fashioned. She prefers salaries or companies or things like that.
Yeah.
Because the profit margin can get quite thin and sometimes, and you can sit on things for quite a while, right? And all they're doing is accruing cost, right? And
Right.
I tell her like, yeah, don't worry about it. This is a long term thing. And of course,
Right.
I'm always right because I've been doing this for a long time, and I know that. But she just sees that
Yeah.
she's her specialty. She is a money person. Like I said before, she worked on Wall Street. She was a foreign currency exchange dealer, right?
Wow.
So yeah, yeah. So she knows her stuff when it comes to money.
Hmm.
So yeah.
And she'd probably prefer to day trade something.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in general, other than the general bank for dealing with those things, she deals with all our money. So,
Cool.
and well, why wouldn't I? She's better at it than me.
And well, I'm glad your properties have stayed well, so that hasn't been something you have to deal with too much. Well, I mean, they're work, but at least
Yeah.
it's not like a lot of drama or source of heartache.
No,
Isn't
and
it about
usually,
time?
no, we still have a couple of minutes here.
Okay.
But and most of them are I do use in some way, either flipping or renting or something like that. There's only a couple that are actually personal.
Okay. Cool. Do you ever plan on visiting the property in France?
I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Oh,
It's
the
a
Airbnb. Rent it to yourself.
Well, yeah. But no, it's
Yeah.
it's not huge, but it's right on a canal. It's beautiful, cute little thing though. It really is nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so quaint. It's a small property, but it is the cutest thing ever. Yeah. It's
that's
like a
awesome.
little it has all the trees and stuff around it, and it's got like an old style stone wall with ivy all over it and moss, and it's just like a fairy tale little house. It's awesome.
So cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Um, I like that property. It's probably one of the prettiest ones I've ever owned. I like the Malta one I just picked up. That one is really cool, but I bought that for me. So
Oh, okay. So that one's not rented. That one's just.
no, that's mine. Yeah, that's mine.
Ah.
It's small too. It's not very big, but it's really nice little thing. It's really nice, and it's perfect for if I had people staying over, it would be a bit tight. But for just me and my wife, it's perfect.
Aw, cool.
And that's what she said.
Anyway, Jeff.
Oh, jeez, now you want to do it.
Thank you. But anyway, we have certainly killed our time enough to be at the correct point to stop it. So, boom, we have done so. The art is awesome. Of course, we're going to take a look at the art. You guys are going to vote. And then after that, we'll announce the winner, and then we'll have everyone talk about what they're doing. And we'll have Phil give his closing elevator pitch for his really good-looking comic book. So let's go ahead and do it. So Phil, you're gonna have to come along with me. We're gonna look at all this art, and you're going to critique it harshly, sir. Harshly critique. Harshly. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you would talk about cracking the whip on artists. Here is the time for the whip to be cracked. All right.
All right.
So we're gonna start with AFLM or Andrew over here, and get him.
Hello.
Yes. Critique it. Crim's ass is too square. He does.
What's wrong with that? I don't hear a problem.
Yeah.
He does a lot of squats.
He does.
And kickbacks. So it would be more voluminous and bubbly.
Although I would say Blue Moon Comics would appreciate that ass though. I would say, but of course it's awesome. It's really cool. I like Jazz. Jazz is really neat.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun. Yeah, doing that.
I still think that like even Crim in the background, he looks like a Gorillaz character to me. Like he's got that big.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Underbite. The big jaw. I love that. So it's totally like Tank Girl Gorillaz style. I really dig this, and the glowing's cool too, man.
Yeah, it is. No, it is cool. You got the glow really well, and because he is a mental aberration, so yeah, it is cool. But I like it. I think it's really neat. If you guys like what Andrew's done, please vote for him in the straw poll. And it says mom.
Yeah. Well, then I have left, and then also left.
Also left. Yes, that's true. It's important. It is important.
Since Crim is imaginary, his tattoos change all the time. We use it in the comic to like show his emotion, or when he's in action, they'll say different phrases on his arms and shit. So.
Oh, that's neat. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is neat. I like the concept of the character. Good job, dude. So all right, excellent. Let's move on here, Phil, and we're going to take a look at Amy's, and you should be exceptionally harsh in this regard. Exceptionally harsh. Yes.
Let me see.
Don't you dare insult the bear. Don't you dare. I heard it.
That was going to be my only critique. Is that bear doesn't look Scandinavian enough.
It's fair.
Oh.
It is fair. It is fair.
Does he need later?
Yeah, that's no. No.
No? Oh.
He needs a battle axe.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
He needs to be fatter.
Or fatter. Yeah, that too. Definitely need that. Yeah. Oh, we're getting the battle axe. Yeah, no. Okay, it's not the most ferocious battle axe, but it is coming in. Okay, that is not a battle axe. That is a hatchet.
Oh, what's a battle axe?
Working on it. There you go.
Does it not look like
No, I'm just joking. You do you. But it's super cute. Of course. You got any comments here, Phil?
Yeah, I just love this. I've seen people kind of do this character as like a Lilo and Stitch interpretation, and I think this one really fits the character as well. The younger state. We do see them in as children in this book as well. So I think this is perfect. It's definitely giving me the Where the Wild Things Are vibes.
Yeah, and the color, the pastels are perfect. It really is good. It's really really good. Yeah.
Ew.
As much as it pains me to say so, good job. Okay. But it's awesome. If you guys like what Amy's done, vote for her on the straw poll. And it is super cute
Wow.
today, dude. All right, let's move on to something
being cute.
much more eye-catching.
Whoa.
Wow.
Hey now.
Hey now. Amaran, Phil. This character is Matt Black, I do believe.
Yes.
Yes. She is she has trouble running, I would assume.
It's like
Yeah.
Chang's problem too.
Well,
Yeah.
see, she has these weird powers where she could secrete this black goo from her skin and form it into different weapons. And sometimes the bikini top, her mask, and Armoron really wanted to know what I wanted to see here.
Yes.
And all I typed
Yes.
was boobs. So
Fair. It's fair. Well,
nailed
my
it.
mother
I
warned me
delivered.
about women who secrete black goo. She warned me about that. So
yeah,
Specifically, yeah.
yeah, and that whatever that undergarment is, it is riding up for damn sure. It can't be coming
Yes.
down. But of course, it's awesome. It looks really good.
What do you call that part of a woman's stomach that I'm looking at right there? What is that?
Fupa.
The abdomen.
The abdomen.
It's not fupa.
The tummy tummy?
Whatever it is, I like it. I like that.
Okay.
The tum tum?
Yes,
Yes, the technical.
The
technical
Adonis
term.
belt. Oh wait, that's transgenders. Sorry.
No, the tum-tum.
You like that? That
With
was
that.
sideways. That was sideways. Anyway, it looks awesome, Amron, as usual. I love the pose. You really pulled this one off really well today. Looks good. If you guys like what Amron has done, please vote for him in the straw poll.
Yeah,
All right,
it's very Instagram.
let's move along here. We're going to look at Honey now, and Honey has done animation for us, and it's super cute as well. Oh God, oh God.
So good.
I like chocolate
milk.
That's apple juice.
Yeah, it should have been
That was a joke.
Why did you stop streaming?
Oh no! Did it stop?
I guess I'm sort of out. Is it still shooting?
No, it's not. It's okay. We got a good look at it. So, Phil, would you like to critique Melissa's animated Crim?
The critique would be it should have been chocolate milk instead of apple juice.
I've never seen Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends either.
So what you have to do is make the carton white and put a chocolate cow on it.
But I love the incorporation of goo. Classic cartoon from my childhood. Love it.
There you go.
Yeah, no, it's very, very cool. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And if you guys like what Melissa's done, please vote for a straw poll. It's probably under Honey. But definitely check it out. Now, JD here, I think, is perceivable. Good job, JD.
Yeah. Well, the idea was to have different words on his arms and just, just all the buzzwords for the book and other stuff too.
Well, let's see if Phil agrees with your choice of linguistics. Babes, a boobs, a big cum.
No, big gun.
Guns.
Gun.
Oh, sure. Well, they're close. Sexy. Alrighty. EFED. I don't know what that is. Okay. What do you think, Phil? Is this the proper language for a young lady to be imagining, sir?
Yeah, especially the one you said. Let's see what else we got
that
there.
one. Yeah, that one especially.
Huge bust. Yeah. Now I love the hair on this. I would have liked to see more mohawk.
More mohawk. More mohawk.
Oh,
and who is the
sorry about
character on
that.
the right, by the way? Is that Iron Man?
Well, that's Oh, that's one of mine. From my Iron Man inspired book, Next Gen.
So I was right then.
Sort of.
Sweet.
Wait, how did you guess Iron Man?
No,
Because I
she's
know
not
JD.
Iron. No, that's
okay.
That's not Iron Man. That's the wife of Next Gen.
That's Pepper Potts. We know.
No. Well, she's the inverse of Pepper, sort of.
Inverse.
So Salt.
Yeah.
So Salt.
Salt frying pan.
Yes. And
No.
And
Her name is Alexis.
since she's the inverse, she would be a dude. Sweet. Good of
No,
you
no.
to be modern and progressive, JD. Oh, I
No, I
appreciate
did
it.
not. I did not do that. I did not do that.
Appreciate
Here's what I'm trying to say. She's the rich person that funds the company.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. All right, you win. You win. All right. But I think it's cool. If you guys like what JD has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. All right, let's keep continuing on here. And let's go over and take a look at Keenma. And damn, dude. Jeez.
Fist bump?
It's painful, dude. That is so good.
Cool.
Nice.
I mean, come on, Phil. Look at that, dude.
I know. Keenma's a beast.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Look at
And they're
that.
not usually allowed to say that about women, but it is actually apropos. Yeah, no, this is really good, Kima. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and there's no color on it. I think she just did that to slight me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
my critique
never
is
change.
it's not
Kima.
done.
So it's really clean though, dude. Look at that shit. All right. Well, if you like what Kima has done, please vote for the straw poll because that is another panel somewhere that needs to show up. That's for damn sure. Now we have moving on to Rabbit, and I like what he's done with this. It's really neat, Rabbit.
Those tendrils, dude. It's disgusting. All right.
It is. It's perfect. Yeah.
Here's the thing that I really like about it is the teeth on the eyelids are casting shadows onto the eyeballs. That's really cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Gives it that depth.
Yeah. It's very, very neat. And Rabbit is not talking to me for some reason.
Sorry, I'm tired. That's why I didn't bother coloring properly or anything. I was just
That is
been late.
crazy late for you, dude. I mean, what time in the morning is it?
It was like 5:20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Go bed.
Bro.
Definitely. But I like it. If you guys like it, please vote for
3
this
minutes
in the
past
straw
12.
poll. Okay. Good job, JD.
My
And
place.
let's see here. I go take a look at those things in a minute. But really, it's Alan's time, Phil. So we're just going to sit back and just shut up. Go ahead.
Alan.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Funny.
I love the vote in the back. Blur
It
down.
It sank.
Whoa. Gee, olive oil.
So cool.
I loved the olive oil character. It's so awesome, dude. It's so awesome.
The teeth on her bandana covering her mouth.
Right. I love the ship in the back too. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah.
I somehow sank my own ship.
You could sink it. Yes, that it works though. This wasn't cutting the image out. Oh, down it goes.
You sank my battleship.
And I love how Jazz here has the face that can launch 1,000 ships.
Oh yes.
Eyeballs coming out with the spinach, putting a reference to the bad guy. Yeah, that's very clean, dude. What do you think, Phil?
Dude, that's my favorite part. The wastoid in the can. The small stuff that Alan puts in to anything he works on, like the anchor earring, the chain tattoos. It's just freaking amazing.
Blow me down.
Blow me down.
I really like the detail of the fire also coming out of the pipe. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And
And,
like connecting into
becoming
the hair.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, it is neat, dude. But
I
that is a
am
cool
what I
thing.
am.
I am what I am, yeah. But that's a cool thing about this character because it is something being projected from the imagination. You can do all kind of stuff with it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So this could be in the book. He does impressions, right? Because he's like this wacky Looney Tunes-esque character. So if we found a spot for it, we could do something like this, where if he does a Popeye impression, he would totally do this. Like there's a part where she's fighting in a boxing ring, and he looks kind of like Don King. Like there's gonna be like a Don King impression, and he's hyping her up and stuff. So this is totally up the character's alley.
Awesome. That is cool. If you guys like what Alan has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. Very, very nice. Now, I think I got all these. I have to go on the other side to find Mr. Motions and anything else I might have missed. But I think I got everybody. Yes, I did. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me come over here and I got a bunch of stuff in here now. Sweet. So the only one I have to find on this side is Mr. Motion. How you doing, Mr. Motion?
Doing good. Still alive, still awake.
That's good. That's important. Yeah. So
Go to
let me
sleep before you
copy
pass out.
this and get rid of that and that. All right. So let me bring this back here and then bring this over. What now you did something different today. So let me go over here and just open this like this and do like that. Okay. So there is his speech. You guys can check on my share that I'm doing. And it's definitely very Twisted Metal-esque, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, cool.
I love
this is all.
Yeah.
There's no traditional at all with this drawing. This is tradition, or this is not digital. This is traditional. So yeah, this is white charcoal is what I'm using, and it's black paper, which is like really helps the paper or the picture itself pop out.
A lot.
So, yeah.
It glows. It's amazing the effect it gives
It
off, dude.
is.
It is really neat.
Badass.
It is very, very, very cool. I don't know what, Phil. Go.
I mean, you said it, the glowingness of it. Like it looks like you could have did it digitally, but now, you can see all the strokes and everything. This is freaking cool. I never seen anything like this on black paper.
Mr. Motion does some cool stuff, dude. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
job,
you all.
man.
Thank you all.
I do like the effect, though. It is really, really neat. And you might want to think of putting a black page with your character coming out of the shadow, right? Because, I mean, I'm assuming he gets quite grotesque in his destruction of things.
We actually have, we just revealed, I could show it later, but the back cover is going to be, it's all basically black, and then he's kind of like coming out of the shadows.
Oh, well, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, no, that's really neat. So I like it. Thank you very much, Mr. Motion. And if you guys like it, you should vote for him the straw poll. So that is all of our stuff. Let me come back over the other side real quick. And of course, Jeff has dropped up the straw poll. So please go and vote for everyone that you like. And I will go over and take a look at the draw along whilst you do so. So let me go ahead and do that. And I did see a couple. So let me look at Thunderrat or Jason Gonzalez is first. Here we go. Very neat.
Heck yeah, bud.
Yeah, he's so on model these days, Jason. Yeah. Come get it. Yeah, very nice. But yeah, that is cool with the tattoos. You can kind of express his emotion through the tattoos panel to panel, can't you?
Yeah, they're changing all the time. It's really cool. Yeah, Jason, I remember he's always doing the draw-alongs with you guys, even since like when we first came on with Magic Cop. I remember his stuff.
Yeah, and he's improved so much, dude. Yeah.
Got some tone, kind of like zip tone texture to that. Like
yeah,
that.
right. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's very neat. Good job, Jason. Very, very nice. Let's see what else I got here. I'll look at that on the other side. JD's cheating, as is Andrew. So
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. All right, so let me jump over to the Twitter and I'll take a look at Doug's stuff. I did bring up some screenshots. This is the Wastoid there. We have a little bit of Silhouette versus Matte Black. Very nice. And there's also, we got our cover here. Jazz is, she's fit. Who did this cover for
she,
you?
in the gym all the time. So that's penciled by Dan Dahl, and then Shelby Robertson inked it for us. And Shelby's just a gem. He's awesome. And I think they totally killed it. Like, this totally gives me vibes of like almost an old Fantastic Four cover with the big monster in the background.
Yeah, fair enough.
Super fun.
See that
And
in the crown.
And
yeah, we'll see that big guy a lot in the book. He lives inside of Jazz's mind.
Oh, I see.
Monster.
And we do have a team up going on here on the cover as well, which is neat. So very, very cool. Let me go over to the Twitter and take a look at Doug's stuff and see if there's anything else over there. It's switched. Now it's on this one. Why are you fighting? Oh God, people, bad people. Look at that. That's neat. Do you remember this one, Eric? Dreamscape. You remember that movie?
It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's a mashup though. It's not just Dreamscape. I definitely see the snake person up top, but
The snake guy was always one of my early nightmares. Like he would, that's stuck in my head.
Yeah, it was
childhood
really
traumas.
Yeah. I
very
had an
talented
art
one right there.
class, and I actually traced the poster for that, and I got in trouble because I wasn't supposed to trace. Yeah,
got him.
Let's see here. Warlord, work in progress. Okay, wait, I don't care. Oh, that's probably Don't. Yeah, no.
Nope.
Okay. Card games, board games. Awesome. Man, don't touch me, man. Oh, don't. Okay. Thor. Oh, that's cute. And this is that game, actually. I think. What's that called? But it's actually a fun little game. Oh, there's more of them. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the United stuff. Yeah, it's really neat.
Cool.
Hey, look. Haven't seen him in a while. Probably shouldn't watch that. Yeah. Oh, look. Meat. A tongue.
Neat.
Nice. 7 Deadly Sinners. Ooh, a comic book from Chuck Dixon. Damn. Uh-oh. Ooh, wish you could have called Chuck and get him over here and talk about it. Anyway, let me go ahead and do my thing here. Here we go. Yeah, anything from Chuck is good. So what do I? Oh, look at Matt. Look at that, dude. What is that for?
Monsieur Matt.
It's
It
Matt
looks like
Weldon.
a demon hunter.
It does. It is that. It is that. Kimetsu no Yaiba or something like that. Yeah. Very nice. Matt's stuff is always great. All right, let me go to the latest here. And let's see. I have Blue Moon did quite a bit today, actually. So let's see here. We have what is this? What is this? Someone help me.
I know exactly what that is.
His name is Seymour Vickers. He's our newscaster in the Lost Pages. He's been in the book since the first Silhouette series from 10 years ago, and I can't believe he freaking drew him. Freaking hilarious. I'll show you. He's in the second book here.
He's just way too good.
Oh yeah, there he is. There he is. Well, Doug likes to put up obscure references from works, so it's really cool. It is cool.
Doug is awesome.
Yeah.
Doug draws a comic strip for us on our YouTube members channel, which is awesome. Put that out every month.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. And of course, he's showing his reference. Very, very nice. Very nice. Seymour Vickers.
He's in this new book too.
And he's got some other stuff going on here. So let's see. We have a criminal who has. This is Shirley Money, and he's got a broken bottle, and he's going to take on the Silhouette. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work out for you, brother. All right, let's see here. We have who's this?
Yes.
It looks like Stallone as my character Wildcard. who's a sorcerer from like Camelot times. He lives throughout the ages. But there he is. That's wild card.
It's a wild card. It's great.
It's awesome.
That is cool.
I love Doug stuff.
Very, very nice. Good job, Doug. Tell me. Let me tell you a story. Is this the hobo?
It's the hobo. It looks like him. He's got an arrow to the nipple, though.
Fair, as you should.
That's awesome.
Now, this is not what I envisioned as your hobo. This is way cooler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the ear hair.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Get the Band-Aid. Got to have that. You know. Has not slept in about 22 years.
That's right. Yeah.
Very nice. Then, of course, we have a little bit of a video thing.
Yeah.
Good music.
So good.
Oh, Doug.
Yeah, Doug's too good.
Yeah, it is awesome. We do need to up his tech abilities though, so we can have him on the show more. Because he is you're a bit of a boomer, Doug. A little bit, but it's awesome.
I need someone else to animate.
Right. All right. So let me bring this back up and go over to this side. And what am I doing? I need to do this first. So I need to vote. So let me go ahead and do that. Let's see here, and there it is. Sweet. All right. So let's take a look and see what we got. Who won the Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition Lost Pages 3 competition? Very, very nice. So what do I got to choose from here? I can go with Andrew, the anti-philologist Fleming. Why the hate, Andrew?
I just, Phil people, can't.
That's fair.
People who study Phil.
What did Professor Finkel ever do to you?
Is his name Phil too?
No, it's Irving.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I can't. Then I don't hate. I'm not anti-Irving.
Oh,
Finkel.
you just don't like Phils. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
Anti-Phil.
Well, that's plus 2
Sorry,
points.
Phil. Sorry,
Yeah.
Phil. This is just a thing now, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Or Andrew, I could choose Call Me Big Sugar, Amran. I could do that. I could. Amy, teddy bears can be scary. Lester. Yep. Melissa, juice box sommelier. Lester. Very nice. Very nice. Sommelier. Oh, I saw our old juicy sommelier in the news again. That guy's an idiot. I could also go with my ringtone is the roar of an angry moose. Keenma. Fair enough.
Not wrong.
It's not wrong. Yeah, it's not wrong. One doomed I am an artist. Rabbit. Yeah. I got to talk to you about your grammar again, Jeff. Also, I have Alan, Sugar Spoon Daddy Alonzo. Very nice. So, yeah, you have to have that sexy tone.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you got to work on that.
Yeah, it's pretty sexy.
Mr.
Only want to say my name.
Philologist Mosted. Well, no, hold on a second, Jeff. Why do they get sexy names and poor Mr. Motion gets to be a doologist?
Dude, I'm sick.
Oh, what
I
was me, right?
Fair enough.
Scrambling.
Fair enough. JD, the mighty stink bug stalker. The Fair enough.
Good one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Call back in.
Yeah, call back in. Now, who do I vote for though? Because it's always tough, Eric. Because, man, all right, fine, Amy.
It
Fine.
doesn't matter. The voting doesn't really matter anyway. So
I know,
who cares?
but I have to stress over it. But I got to go with Amy. That's just radically cute. It's just not fair. But I did nothing as usual. Alan is winning, and honestly, it is cool. You could have voted for anyone really. They're all really, really good.
Yeah.
But Jeff did curse you, Mr. Motion. I do apologize.
What?
He associated you not only with Philo, but also Doe. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Well, see, it can't be that bad because shockingly, Honey also has 0 votes, and hers was amazing. So
That's true. That is true. It is what
so
it
it
is.
means nothing to have no votes.
True. But I'll
I've
give
been
it
in
a
the
minute
0
here
vote
before I
book.
call it.
All good.
Although definitely go check out this project, guys. It looks great. These guys have been working and really pushing forward, and things are starting to come fruition for them. So that's awesome. Go back and be part of it and help these guys out. Yeah, awesome. We're always happy to have you on here, Phil, and Zaid Comics, talking about your stuff. Haven't seen your brother in a while, but tell him his Viper is cool. So
I will.
Okay.
For sure.
But anyway, let me go ahead here and thank you very much, Mr. Motion, Melissa, JD, Rabbit, Keenma and her moose anger, Amaron, Andrew, and Amy and her teddy bears that can be scary. Thank you all very much, and claps for you. Claps for you. Very nice. Very, very nice. But once again, Ellen steals the day with old copyright infringement. Good job.
I'm a rebel, Daddy.
Congratulations to you, sir. Yeah, congratulations. But at least you didn't make him progressive and make Olive Oil a bearded Bluto and his new partner. At least you didn't do that.
I gave Olive Oil titties.
You did.
Yeah, look at him.
How dare you, sir?
I mean, fiction devices is what I meant.
Yeah, fair.
Boobs don't get it anymore.
Fair. But anyway, awesome. Thank you all very
Okay.
much for coming in. It's a lot of fun, and who cares exactly? Because we're just having fun with some great artists and wonderful stuff. So what I'm going to do here, Phil, is I'm going to go through and let everybody talk about what they're working on, and then I'll bring you up at the end, and you'll give your last little pitch. Okay?
Alrighty.
So Andrew, go
Yes.
ahead.
All right. Well, if you guys want to check out what I'm doing, you can head over to solariansun.com where you can read my comic for free. Tomorrow we will be posting up to page 240, I believe, for free. If not, it's 239. I think it's 240. And then, of course, on patreon.com/AFLM, you can become a Patreon member and read up to page 536. At the start of chapter 19 out of 20 for volume 3. So volume 3 is right around the corner of being done. And speaking of volumes being done, I received the Kickstarter books.
Oh, nice.
So those are currently at my house, and I have gone through every single one of them individually to make sure they are of top quality, and they are. So they are about to be heading to the packing and shipping process. So everybody who helps back, make sure your backer surveys are complete. Make sure your backer surveys are complete so you can get your stuff as soon as possible.
Sweet.
And then other than that, then I'll be on the convention circuit soon, selling volume 2.
Where is the backer survey on Kickstarter itself?
Yeah, you can go right to Kickstarter and fill it out.
Since I emailed you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrew.
And thank you everybody for the support.
Andrew.
Yes.
Did I tell you I liked your cover?
I think you did tell me you liked the cover.
Okay.
Thank you very
want to
much.
make sure that was covered. I like it.
Yeah, this one's coming in 2024. 2024.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually drawn to furry, but
me neither.
Yeah, me either.
Weird about
That's
that.
true. It
Weird.
is weird. Yeah. But anyway, it is a great looking cover, dude.
Thank
But
you
your
so much.
covers are awesome. So Amy, honey, hi.
Hello. Oh, it's great to be back. Hey everyone, thanks for coming out to see us. It's always a pleasure having you here and getting to draw with all these fabulous artists. And this was a really cute book. It's so fun having like imaginary friends and adventures and stuff. And I don't know, that's a really cute idea. I think that it could be a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, we're still working on our game engine as ever. It's coming along really well. But it's all like coding and stuff, so there's not really much to put screen captures up on. But when we get some screen captures and demos and stuff, I'm sure you guys are going to find out about it. So we'll keep you posted. And I need to actually try and get our website redone at unseenkingdom.com because some people have more luck getting to it than others. So I need to work on that somehow. But I'm going to figure figure it out, and it'll be amazing. So, thanks for bearing with me, everyone. Have a good night. God bless.
Well, thank you. And Amy, I had an imaginary friend when I was a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah. His name was
Was he cool?
Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was a cocaine bear. Yeah. I do think I need to sue. I'm pretty sure I need to sue. Yeah. But all right, thank you very much. Honey.
Oh goodness. Okay. Thanks for supporting Indie. I mean, you guys are all awesome. For your viewers, this new book, you're awesome. It's just
everybody's great.
Everybody's great. Gosh,
I think I covered it.
I think you covered everything. Thanks for coming by, and see you next week. God bless.
And supporting animation.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, honey. Good job. All right, let's see here. I'm going to come back to Phil at the end, of course. So, Armoron. Hi.
Hi, Armoran.
So
Hi.
what did you have for lunch today?
Oh, jeez.
I haven't eaten yet today.
You had coffee at least, but that's not food.
Yeah, technically, that's true. Yeah.
Get in there and chill, Armoron.
Yeah. I'm going to have to eat
Just,
something.
just watching the paint dry.
I do have a piece of fried chicken I could heat up.
Ooh. Nice. Do you have any Chick-fil-A sauce?
Oh no, I fry myself. So it's really
nice.
mediocre. It's perfect. Anyway, it's okay, Armra. You don't have to share. It's very nice. Great piece of art, though. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my best.
Go back to bed.
I phoned it in.
Yeah.
I phoned it in.
You did. But that's all right. We still love you. All right, JD,
I like that
talk.
phone. Okay,
I like that
basically, if you want to see more art like this or other pieces of my work,
Are you
or
threatening
even
me
buy
again?
a comic book or two. If you buy a comic book or two, you can go to link to my link tree. It's all there at the store for the comic and for merchandise. All that mess. That's it.
Nice.
Awesome. No, good job. And Jeff, of course, is even though he's feeling a bit under the weather, he is posting everything awesomely, which we do appreciate. So all that links for JD is up there, and keep in mind, JD is quite prolific.
Well, anyway.
Oh
See you guys later.
Later,
Bye,
JD. Bye.
Later.
Bye. And next we have the Canadian Angry Moose Hater.
I don't hate moose,
She likes them.
That's not what Jeff said.
but they taste delicious.
I bet they do. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Chester lies.
Especially the angry ones.
Sure.
Moose
Never
soup.
about,
You sit on
never
a
about
throat
anything
of
important,
lies.
Jeff. That's the rule. Anyway, Kima, so how you doing now? You're a teacher up there. How are the classes and stuff going?
Classes are going good.
Nice.
That's cool. How many
Keep me
kids?
busy.
How many kids do you have right now?
28.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh wow.
Nice. That's a lot. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fun too. I took art classes. Like I said, I got in trouble. But I took them. But I just suck balls. I'm really bad. Yeah.
Well, learn. Get good.
I tried several times. You know what I really want to try is I want to try clay. I want to try sculpting. I just wonder, because I suck so bad at drawing. But could I see 3 dimensionals? Probably not. But I was thinking about trying
You
it.
secretly want to kiss Whoopi Goldberg.
Really? No. Where did that come from? No.
The movie Ghost.
Oh.
From Ghost, sculpting clay, kissing Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, that's what the movie was about.
It wasn't. Who was that other chick in there? She was a bit of a.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Who cares?
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Whoopi and clay.
Demi Moore.
Yeah, he got to kiss Whoopi Goldberg. Who cares?
He did. Well, keep
Who's
in mind
Demi
she
Moore?
was married to Cheers.
Ted Danson.
Oh. Whoopi Goldberg was married to Ted Danson?
She
Yep.
was. I always thought she was a
And the
lesbian.
reason was she preferred the white guys.
Of course she did. Now she's
She's
a
a third
full-on
white guy.
racist, so maybe she doesn't agree anymore. But anyway, Chemo, of course, is a killer artist. She's a teacher. She's doing amazing things up there, even though she's in Canada. So, that's pretty impressive. So thank you very much, Kima. Rabbit, are you still awake, sir?
Yeah, I'm trying to sort this out.
Look at the coloring coming through. Look at that. Very nice.
Wow, look at that.
I feel your pain, Rabbit.
Oh,
What are we doing? What the hell are we doing?
To be fair, normally I'm alright. I just been up really early today, so.
No, fair enough. It is late. Did you have dinner? What did you eat?
It's Thursday. I had yellowfin tuna again. You'd love it.
Oh wow, you're one of those schedule eaters. Ooh.
No, I'm not. I just happened to have it in the freezer. I had to cook for my brother, so I had that. Otherwise, I'd have had something else. I had steak yesterday, so.
Why can't you kick your brother in the head and tell him to cook his own goddamn food?
I don't mind cooking because it
fine.
literally takes like 10 minutes to cook tuna.
Oh, I see. So you're nice. All right, fine.
Nice man.
Fine.
He can't cook anyway, not like I can. So
Oh, I see.
I just
Fair.
cook. Why not?
Yeah, fair enough. Phil, does your brother make you cook for him as well?
No.
Oh, good. That's good.
No.
Does he cook for you?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, sweet. That's nice.
Suck it.
Now I have to ask Melissa, Amy, who's the cookist?
Cookies?
Oh, that'd be Amy. Definitely.
That's definitely you. All right, sweet. All right. So get it together, Amy. All right. But really nice stuff today, Rabbit. Thanks for coming in, man. And let me come over here and say hi to Alan. Alan, and your olive oil is still intriguing to me. Talk, dude. What's
No
going
armor on, but okay.
It's fair. It is fair.
Doing the Atros City for now. It's the only thing I can announce because everything else I'm working on is kind of like hush hush in the back until I can. You know what I mean? And then I work for things that are not even comic related, so it's like why even mention those things, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you're
But I'm
having
also. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm glad you're having success with it, even if it's not comic related.
I'm just hustling. You got to hustle. I got to pay rent.
You do have to hustle. That is the point I was making earlier. Yeah.
A bad habit of eating.
Dude, this looks awesome. Was this from Atros?
This is Atros City is the issue 2 that I'm working on. It's a page I just finished.
Oh, nice.
I have to point
Los
something
Tigres del
out
Norte.
that's a little bit important. Did you make black men gorillas?
No, they are Cuban. So
oh,
it's
that's
pretty close.
better. That is better. Yeah.
That makes much more sense.
This guy's like he's Scarface and Macho Man.
Yes. Well, I have nominated myself as the official progressive checker. So.
No, I don't.
Ooh,
And to be fair,
viewer.
Yes,
and to be fair, Chester, I don't think of them as racist. I think of them as the actual animals that they are. So, like, I don't see a black guy or anything. I might base them off of a character, like I said, Macho Man or something, but I just see a chimp. And I see gorillas. I don't see a black man. I don't see a white man.
When I think of Snoop Dogg, I think lemur.
That's true.
I do.
That's true. He kind of looks like the stoned sloth from Ice Age a little bit.
Yep. I think. And when I think iced tea, I think of warthog.
When I was a young warthog. That's his rap hit, right?
Yeah. Straight out of Compton, even. Yeah. But anyway, this stuff is awesome. If you guys haven't checked out Atros City, you should. It's actually pretty good. And they can pick that up like on Amazon and other places, right?
Yeah, just the first issue is on Amazon. You can read that. We and my partner are working on putting it on print, and that's going to be a 80-page book, full color, and we're just
I'm gonna get me some
we're
of
going
that.
the full nines.
Yes.
And so the first issue will be on there with some bonus material as well.
Awesome. There you go. So since I'm talking to the expert, I'll have to ask you, Alan. Therefore, what animal is Tone Loc?
Tone Loc? Oh man, he's a wild thing, right?
Yeah, that's right. He is a wild thing. Yeah. where they are. That's the important part. Anyway, thank you very much, Alan. Awesome. Let's see here. So have I gotten everybody? I think I've gotten everybody except for Mr. Motion and Phil. So Mr. Motion, sir.
Alrighty. It's been a blast tonight. Had a lot of fun.
Yay!
And drawing this really brings me back to when I was drawing in Mike Miller's drawing quarter when we were drawing Pitt.
Oh yeah,
Really cool. So anyway, if you want to see more of my awesome pictures, you can go to my Instagram at creation.jason. And so yeah, God bless, and Mr. Phil, it's been awesome.
It has been. And of course, Jeff has thrown up that link for you there, so people can get to it very easily. Jason, we have too many Jasons here. That's the problem. There's a lot.
We do. I did notice that.
Yeah, that's okay. But that's why I call you Mr. Motion, because there's at least 5 Jasons running around here. But nevertheless,
Understood.
No problem. And I like your black paper art. It's really awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to let Phil give his closing pitch for this wonderful book. And once again, go over there and take a look at it and back it. It's a fun project, and it's made some money, so it's definitely going to get made. So you get your book, which is awesome. And then of course we'll have Jeff finish it out for us today. So do you want me to blow you up, or do you want me to bring up the Kickstarter page?
I guess blow me up.
Okay. Blown.
Is that cool?
You are. Your
All
hair
right,
should be. You swing your hair back. Just give me some animation. There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you. There it is. There it is. That's perfect.
That was great.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Check out The Lost Pages 3. This is all about Crimstone, Jasmine Stone, and her imaginary friend Crim. We'll see what happens when she gets kidnapped, drugged, and the imaginary friend falls back into her head, has to fight his way out all through all these inner demons of hers to reunite with her and save the city. It is going to be like 80 pages of awesome action, intense story. As well as we have a statue on there you can get of the character Crim and Jazz, a bust 3D printed by ourselves. It's gonna be sick. And if you guys haven't read any of it before, definitely grab the tome, which is all of the collected past books in grayscale. We do have the original ones as add-ons, or you can get them on our website at Zaid Comics. They ship out the next day. And also there's an ash can with another character, the People. It's smaller, black and white interiors, and here's the kick-ass cover to that. So everybody,
look at that. That is sweet, dude.
A lot of content. Thank you guys so much for showing off your amazing skills, and this was a ton of fun. I always love coming on the show and meeting all the new awesome artists that I haven't seen before, and really appreciate it.
Oh, awesome, dude. And it's a good looking project, but I have one very important question, though. It's essential that it be answered. Does Crim fight systematic racism, though?
No, I don't think he knows what that is.
Oh, damn it. All right, fine.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's a product of the 90s, right? So
right.
all of his knowledge is probably based around that.
Oh, fair enough. So bad colors and drunk individuals. Yes, good. The 90s. Thank you very much, sir. Let's just go Red Hot Chili Peppers with that. So awesome, guys. Go check it out. It's a great looking book. And Jeff, take us out of here, dude.
Okay, The Wizard Stone drops actually today. It is available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple. Cripes everywhere. My other book, The Revenant and the Tomb, is also out there, and today it got launched into all 3 categories in the top 100 of all 3 categories it's assigned to the ebook. We're in the top 100, so I can say I've sold hundreds of books because it's true. I put links in for both of those at Amazon, but if you're not happy with the big A, you can go to Barnes and Noble or any other book outlet should he be there. And I'm also now on Spotify.
Sweet.
So and then there's a link in the chat for my YouTube channel. You can get a sample of my writing narrated, sample the audiobook, and watch the trailer there. And also go subscribe to my email on my website, where I give you periodic updates, like, when my next book drops. So, and I would say namaste, but I found out that that's cultural appropriation. So,
well, I am a bastard, so it's okay.
Well, so bye. I
Well,
guess.
bye. Yeah. I did have a lot of fun today, so I am going to give a namaste in the form of my favorite proverb: ignorance is bliss.
Is bliss.
Later, everybody.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Good.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Thanks, y'all.